Ladies and gents, peeps of the stream, we're going to be starting our live stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Half Day Zantito. Welcome again to another episode of the Baka Den. Welcome to the Breakpoint. This is your boy Baka, live from the Northern Mariana Islands. Hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you continue to stay amazing. Yo.
Who's
Okay.
doing who's doing
Okay.
this? Who's doing this?
Yo.
Back, love you,
Oh.
back, fam.
Oh,
How
whoa,
are you doing?
whoa.
Oh my God. Shouts out to Shy. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the sub. 28 months, God, man. That's
Thank
insane.
you to you.
That's like 3 years. I know we've known each other for more than that. That's like it's been so long. It's been well. Hope everybody here in the stream has also been very well. Hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you okay. Amazing. Anyways, I just wanted to go straight into our podcast for tonight. I know it's been a while. And for the most part, I haven't done much gaming as of late. So at the very least, we try to keep at least one podcast a week just to keep it going. Anyway, speaking of podcasts, here on the Breakpoint, we got a special guest appearance tonight. This is my good friend Chowder.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Chowder, but you can call me Jet.
So yeah, so he's our first ever guest appearance here on the show. So we definitely got a lot of stuff to cover. We definitely got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight.
Yep.
I was like,
A lot. A lot of things.
so yeah, if you guys are interested, Chowder is a streamer on Twitch as well. He's also from here. So what games do you play usually?
I usually play Apex, Fortnite, PUBG.
Oh, okay,
Mostly like first person, third person shooting kind of game.
okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because like I have a lot of respect for people who do shooting games because I cannot for the life of me aim. Like if you guys have ever seen my Valorant content, it's kind of like
Just if you add me on Steam or whatever, I like to rage a lot, so don't mind me.
it's interesting though, like because I think when I think of rage, like rage is usually associated with negative
No, my own is more of like the happier kind of side, you know? Like it's not like shit talking on my teammates. It's just more of like just me getting mad at myself, you know? Like, oh, I should have not pushed by myself, or I should have just waited for my boys to come and help me, you know?
That sounds like another day on the NA servers.
It's like, hey, don't push by yourself, and there's me like being the hard headed one, like I'm going on an adventure. Let's go, guys.
uh it's interesting because I do like the idea of team-based games, especially like team-based competitive games.
Yeah.
It really gets your mind going, like especially when you're when
In
you're
that zone.
yeah,
In that
when
zone.
when you're with people that you can click with, I feel like you get the best synergy out of than you do with like random people.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
It's like, but it's hard, right? Because it's uh like nowadays it's like you you may be the only one online, and like everybody else is kind of like, you know, just
Yeah.
doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the experience is a lot harder too, is when you have people from different time zones that like try to join in.
It is. I mean, sometimes you be in like a random lobby and there's like just sweats, you know? And it's like, oh man, I just wanted to play, not sweat grind, you know? Like
Yeah.
Apex, for example, man. If you're playing ranked, if anybody out here in Bakaden's Twitch, you guys chat. You guys play Apex, you know how it is for rank. It's not it.
Definitely not it. Uh, Voice communication is also one thing like I think is
Yeah, it
important
is.
in
Yeah.
any team-based game of League. I swear, I'm still waiting for the day when League starts putting up their voice chat.
Oh, that would be a blessing.
Oh man, Dude, you do not know how much I would have to go through like with all the rage that comes in, and man, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane having to go through a having to go through a lot having to go through a lobby and not like being able to communicate with anybody.
True, yeah.
Because like typing is one thing. Like typing still stands as like one of the best ways to communicate, but like typing still stands as a form of communication. But I feel like if you play a game of League and you die and they die, sometimes the only thing like I feel like you they would essentially just type. Like the only time they'll ever type is when they're dead and they blame you for something.
Yeah,
Like they'll
true,
complain about
true,
something.
true. That's why like a lot of like some of me and my friends use Discord as well. So that's a good thing about with Discord. It helps with like communication wise stuff like that.
Discord has definitely evolved and has definitely come a long way as the flagship for communication. Like I would be able to like get into like parties without having
Yeah, true,
without having
man.
Discord.
True.
But I also think like Discord gives you the option to have to add multiple servers into your account,
Yeah, true.
which is great. But at the same time, I also feel that I feel like it's just overwhelming sometimes. You know.
Yeah, it is. Especially if it's like a big server and then there's everybody in the chat just replying. Like, oh, I'm trying to sleep, guys.
It's like you hear the ping every time you're it's like,
oh,
it's like 2 a.m. in the morning.
yeah.
It's like
I'm trying to sleep, dog.
dude, notifications will stop. Notifications to get to me, man. It's like
Yeah.
even when I'm in the middle of class. I think I remember one time I was in the middle of class and all I hear was like Discord
Oh,
notifications like popping
dude,
up. I'm like,
yeah.
no, not now, not now.
Yeah, I remember that too. One time when I was in class in college, I heard like someone's phone ring, but it wasn't like any like Android notification,
Mm.
iPhone. It was a Discord. I was like, there's gamer people in this house, Like, where's this person? I gotta meet this person.
Oh man.
I was like, oh. Then I talked to him and he's like, what game you play? Like, oh, I play like a little bit of Fortnite, but mostly Apex. I was like, dude, let's play, but you carry me, bro, cause I'm trash.
uh, I remember hopping onto I remember hopping onto some sessions with some of my old students in a game of like of Apex. No, not Apex. Not Fortnite. I don't remember if I played Fortnite with my students, but I played Valorant
Ooh,
before.
I need to hop on that.
I was like Valorant's an interesting one. Like Counter Strike, but like
Yeah, yeah.
with superpowers. Or like it's kind of like a combination between Counter Strike and then Overwatch. Like you get the
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah.
you kind of get the best of both worlds. In a way. Man, though, like it's been a while since I've heard from Overwatch. Ooh. Have you tried? Have you heard about the betas that came out recently?
I think so. Probably. Also, Destiny is a pretty good game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Destiny is one of those games where like you can hop on and like there's so much end game content that you can immerse yourself with. Like the Destiny community has actually uh been really active to this day. It's like I don't even know if there's a Destiny 3 coming out.
Cause I know for sure they had like a collab with Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, they had a collab with
yeah,
Fortnite?
so
Are you for real?
yeah, the Dragon Ball Z collab was pretty dope.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
At this point, I'm not even surprised. Like, I think Fortnite is definitely gonna take whatever collaboration that they can get their hands on, and DBZ really took a spin on it because like you get to the point where you can actually kill people using
Yeah,
Kamehameha.
the Kamehameha and also the Nimbus. So,
You can ride the Nimbus.
but
in
I,
Fortnite?
yeah, dude, I don't really like using the Nimbus because Nimbus Kamehameha because it takes a while, for it to like shoot out. That's why I use the Nimbus to like get away from fights. It's basically like the riff, you know.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
then this one it just makes you fly out and like
So it's not like it's not treated the same way as like a vehicle, right? No.
yeah.
I feel it's like I think Fortnite is the only game I know where you can like uh you can see like DC and Marvel like in
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
place,
And they
like
also had Star Wars too, which
Star
was
Wars
yeah.
too.
What?
I'm like,
Among Us, like what?
they had Among Us?
Yeah, dude.
For
Yeah,
real?
they did. Yeah.
No way.
So it's like Naruto as well.
Okay. See the Naruto one I get, and I thought they were gonna stop with Team Seven,
Mm,
bro. They really rolled out like the other members like Itachi,
yeah.
and
True.
I think Minato was in the game as well. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
man. These collaborations are getting out of hand. It's like
Bro, that one collab that I didn't really get to like buy for the battle pass was Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
That
Okay.
was like I heard that was like the best collab
Ah,
because
man.
the skins were just like pretty nice.
That reminds me. I still need to finish season 5 of Rick and Morty. Dude, that's a rabbit hole. I have yet to delve myself in because like I think around the summer of last year, I binge watched Rick and Morty from season 1 to season 5,
Oh,
and then
nice.
it cut halfway because the next episode was supposed to come
Oh, okay. I
the
see.
next week after. But at that time, like I already jumped onto BoJack Horseman.
Oh, I need to hop on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman is definitely for me like BoJack Horseman still retain is still my top 10 like to
Oh,
watch cartoon series. Like
what about Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers. I mean, I have seen I have watched a few episodes whenever I get the chance to hop onto Adult
Yeah.
Swim, and it's like I like it, but I have yet to fully immerse myself in the experience because I feel like for me I I can't find myself like getting into an episode straight away, like in the middle of it. I need to watch from the very start,
Yeah, the very start. Yeah.
like because I feel like you need to get a little bit of their backstory just to be able to
Understand.
fully
Yeah.
grasp it, right?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it was a lot different for most other shows. Like Family Guy and Futurama were definitely episodes that didn't really need too much. Like you didn't need to start off immediately at the beginning of
Yeah.
the
True.
pilot episode
Same goes with like American Dad,
Oh,
Simpsons.
American Dad was
Yeah.
good. Simpsons.
Yeah.
American Dad. Okay, I actually started watching American Dad right after Family Guy,
Yeah,
and
same.
the vibe that I get from uh American Dad still catches me, man. Like it didn't have as much of an impact to me compared to Family Guy, but like there's just something about it that feels just like
True.
you can feel it. There's just this
True.
vibe like this sounds like the typical American household, but like at the same time it's like
It's not.
yeah,
It's not.
it's like harboring an alien inside of your house. Like I feel like Roger definitely carries American Dad though. Like
Yeah, he does. He does.
I'm like every time I look at Roger, like he's my inspiration for like getting into costume design because like this dude got so many
So many like fashion styles, you know, in the
I'm like
shows.
so
Like,
many
whoa.
disguises, man. I'm like
Yeah.
how the hell are these guys not falling for his disguises though? Like you know. Because it's like no person is shaped like that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Who has a big head? Has those weird looking arms.
Oh man, he has that walk too.
Yeah, that
It's like he has the penguin walk. He's got them stubby
Oh,
he's
God.
got them stubby legs, right? 'Cause it's like whoa.
Yeah.
I was like it's like if you combine a T-Rex and a penguin walking together, you kind of get.
Yeah, right.
It's like when he run when he moves faster, he's like.
Yeah. Oh, that sound too. Oh my God. Speaking of Family Guy too, as well. If you guys never noticed in Family Guy, you watch like the very first like season of Family Guy, you'll notice that Stewie was much meaner,
Yeah, I feel.
right?
Yeah,
Like
he was definitely
he
he was
wanted
definitely more.
he wanted to kill mostly like his mom for some reason. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
like he.
throughout like like Family Guy, he becomes more nicer. Starts liking Brian more and stuff like that.
I was trying to figure that out too because I haven't gotten into Family Guy as of late, but yeah, like like it's starting to become apparent that they're starting to show signs that Suri has an attraction to Brian, which again I feel like it's questionable to say at the very least.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like well, Brian in this case is portrayed. Brian in this case is portrayed more as an adult,
Yeah,
right?
true.
And that's the one thing that makes it. That's the one thing that makes it feel very disturbing. Is like
Yeah.
because like in Brian's backstory, he has this attraction to Lewis, and
Yeah.
he's also been in relationship. He was also in a relationship with a woman that was. Oh, I forgot what her name was.
Same. I sure it's
But
been a while.
she was like
Yeah, but I remember he had like I think like a partner. So
she was kind of like the airhead in their show,
oh,
like
man, I forgot her name.
that story did not end well for Brian, to say at the very least. But still, like this new approach just feels very awkward.
Yeah, awkward in like a way, in a weird kind of way.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I love Seth MacFarlane. Like I think he's a really he's a really good creator and a comedian. But like this new approach doesn't sound like something that he
Yeah,
would do.
true.
I mean, there was that one scene before, like in the earlier season, where like they made out, and that was all that was kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
that was like, yeah, no,
Not watching
yeah.
that.
Family Guy for me had one of the like in Family Guy had one very interesting trope in the series that not many other TV series
Had
could emulate. And it was the fact that like every time they mention something in the series, like it always cuts off to a reference to what they say.
yeah.
It's like when they pull back to certain memories, right?
Yeah,
Or
true.
like they make certain analogies to certain stuff.
Yeah, true.
Like when Peter would get into the time, like that time I got into that fight with that chicken. I was like
Oh yeah, yeah, I
the
remember that.
chicken fight was definitely one of the more memorable moments in
When they're both fighting and then they're like, "What are we fighting for?"
I was like I like
No, but it
how
was kind of funny how the chicken came like he just came out of nowhere and it's like,
no, because the original backstory behind it was that the chicken was selling Peter coupons
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
okay,
some
okay, okay.
chicken, right?
Yeah.
And he goes into the store, and like the dude in the store tells him like, oh sorry, this coupon is expired. And then he looks at the chicken, and then he starts the fight. Like this started a an episodic saga,
Yeah.
and like to this
Of
day,
Peter and the chicken just fighting each other. Yeah.
like
I remember that part.
it's like they'll fight anywhere.
I mean, Family Guy too had like pretty like good sense of humor jokes.
Mm.
Like it'll take time for you to understand if you were like young. But then once you grow up, you're like, oh, now I get that joke.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why that's kind of the reason why like they put the label they put the TV warning signs, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like you kind of need to like understand the references
Yeah,
in
the
order
references. Yeah.
to get the content, like,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's usually the precursor to a lot of shows.
Like that one part where Peter was like he prank called somebody and it's like, hey, your fridge is running, and then there was a knock on the door and it's a fridge, bro. The fridge just started beating up Peter like, huh? You like it now, huh? You think I'm running?
Oh.
I was just like, oh god, a fridge beating up Peter, and then there's a chicken now beating him up.
Ah, chicken. Oh, it's funny though, like, cause in before we even started this podcast, me and Jet had this discussion like which came first.
Oh yeah, chat. Yeah, chat. In the chat right now, you gotta type. You gotta type my question or answer my question. Which came first? Was it the hen or the chicken? Like the egg. So which came first? And
I,
also, there's another one. What came first? The color orange or the fruit orange?
this is like those moments where like you get delved into like philosophy 101 and you start
Yeah,
think,
you're like brain dead. You know, you're
I
just
like
like.
like like I've always argued that like when it comes to understanding uh existence, right? Like
Yeah.
when you I would think I argued before that it was the egg. Like, because if the egg did not like if the egg did not exist, then the idea of existing just didn't happen at all.
True. True.
But I also argue on the other side of that spectrum that um it could be the chicken. And the reason why is because the chicken uh exists and already has the knowledge. But now when I look at it, it's like now I feel like this is also the question of like did God exist as is or did you know bro
Right? What the?
yeah it's like
Whoa.
dude
We have a lot of things in our heads right now.
I was
So
like okay like you know the existence of everything just like really gets into your head now as you think about it because like now like it gets to the point like how exactly we came to be and of course like religion will tell you that God existed since the dawn of time and will continue to exist until the end of ages but like you have when you go into it from a scientific point of view, what starts as nothing became everything through the Big Bang
yeah,
Theory.
true, bro. Like exactly, Big Bang Theory could like that kind of theory is like pretty dope. You know,
Mm.
like this is gonna be funny actually. Um, I had one of my friends because we were like just randomly talking, and then he was just like he just looked at me. He's like, dude, like how did Jesus look back then, or God? Like, was he like white, Asian, or I don't even know. And then that got me thinking too. I'm just like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, we'd see paintings and all, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
would he, look like that, or like, what if he was like, like a different like
Like he,
ethnicity, like,
I would like to think that too, because like in most in some religions, like the way Jesus was artistically rendered, he was designed as if he had long hair and he had
oh yeah,
beard, and
yeah, yeah.
he was light complected,
Oh,
right?
okay.
But now it makes you wonder, like, what if he had a different color?
Right.
Like,
Exactly. True.
because like when you think about where it stands, right? Like in terms of like his location, like uh, I'd say like in man, it just makes you think like this,
Yeah, it does make you think. Like,
because like the way the story set up, like Jesus was born in Bethlehem, according to
but here's the thing: how do people know his birthday is on like Christmas?
Okay, that's
Right.
that's another rabbit
So
hole.
who are
But
we celebrating? Santa Claus or Jesus?
the birth like so it was interesting because during uh the the Jewish calendar before the Gregorian calendar came into practice. They had the Jewish calendar, and believe it or not, this calendar had 13 months.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it had 13 months instead of 12. So it was the first month was supposed to be in between January and February. The second month was supposed to be between February and March, and so on until December. They had different names. One of the most notable months in the Jewish calendar is Nisan, and that's because it makes reference to the calendar month of Nisan 14, which was
Oh,
the which was the day where Jesus foretold that he was going to be uh uh he foretold that he was going to be sacrificed. Now, there's different representations of that, but Nisan 14 uh, definitely is the date that was aforementioned in the Bible, and
that's pretty
I think
interesting. True.
that's
True.
the same notion that could be found in different variations of the Bible. I think that's a commonly accepted fact. But man, like you go like when you delve into it, like um because religion, I religion is a very interesting topic.
It is.
Like, it's not one that most people are comfortable with talking about.
Some people would think it's boring, but like if you really dive into it, you're just gonna question stuff about life, you know?
No, but like, I also think like, you know, we have many forms of religion and different variations of it, and their belief system is a lot different from each
Yeah,
other.
true, true.
But like, do you like should ex I guess another essential question would be like should religion uh should religion be there to dictate one's life?
Damn. Right? Oh, damn, you got me there. Actually, dude, I don't know, man. Like, but okay, in my this is not well, in my opinion, actually, like, I would just say like it's what you believe in, you know. You don't
Mm,
gotta follow like any other religion, I guess.
mm,
Like, Chad, I'm so sorry. Don't cancel me, please. But like, I guess it's just how you believe in, like, you know,
mm.
like what you believe in truly. I
Right, right.
I would say that in a way because like I think how religion came to about like people think it's a cult, which I would sort of agree
Mm.
in a way, you know, like looking at like churches, you have like the higher ups, and
Right,
then
right.
you know, like
Yeah,
you're just there, like, am
there,
I
there,
really in a cult or?
there is that sense of hierarchy, and as much as religions out there try to claim that they are the true religion, I think at the end of the day, like um in a way they all share a common purpose, which is to show devotion to whatever
Yeah, true, true, yeah,
entity or whatever god they believe in, and as long as they follow within the rules within that, like it would lead them to a better life, and for some maybe even a better afterlife.
yeah, true.
I
I
think
guess,
I
yeah.
think it also I think it also ties down to the concept of like what happens in the afterlife. Because like when you get into topics like about death, it kind of makes you wonder like how like what it's like, because people have different ideas of
Oh
how.
yeah, speaking of afterlife, this goes out to my homeboy, Aaron. He's in the chat, guys. He's Magma 14. We were actually talking about this. It's about afterlife basically.
Mm,
It's like a theory, like, you know, the afterlife, like you become like a animal, right? So, you know,
mm.
um chat in the chat, what animal you guys want to be like when you go in the afterlife, you know? Like what kind of animal you want to be?
Okay. Oh man. No, I would like to say penguin because I like penguins, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd be able to survive in the Arctics.
True.
Oh man, but reincarnation, the idea of
We have
reincarnation, right?
reincarnation, yeah. Because I know what Aaron wants to be when he gets reincarnated.
I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, this guy wants to be a pigeon. I don't know why, but
Pigeon.
yeah.
Okay, I'm curious. What of all the animals, why a pigeon?
Yeah, Yeah, Aaron, why a pigeon?
I was like,
Why a pigeon? Why?
actually, now that I think about it, though, like pigeons are able to adapt both in the city and in the wild. Their chances of being hunted down are very
Low. Yeah,
low.
low. Yeah.
Yeah, cause like unless somebody shoots a pigeon down, it's uh kind of like a one shot as like if if a person tries to shoot a pigeon, they probably get their friend. It's like
Yeah, true,
it's like
true.
so you literally will like essentially dodge a bullet.
But like, I'd agree with Aaron too. I'll be a pigeon as well.
You'd be a pigeon.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have a lot more access to food as well.
True.
Cause like
But
people like
there's the perks of being a pigeon, bro.
okay, what you got?
You know, like imagine you like you reincarnated, right? You turn into a pigeon, right? Like imagine like you die from like a car accident or someone shots you.
How the hell do
So
you die
you
from
fly to that person's house and like take a shit on them or whatever, you know. So that's the perks. So it's more of like, yeah, now you can't do anything because I will literally like, I will do this to you all the time. This is what you get for you know, making me dead.
But it also makes you wonder, like once you die, right, and you go like in this concept of reincarnation, do you still retain the memories of what you did in your past life?
Ooh, that's an interesting
Right?
question. Yeah, it
Right?
is. Yeah.
Because like I've heard about concepts where like I've heard of concepts where like you where people like will will mention that they've seen like things in the past as if they were in the past, right? So it makes you wonder like does that mean that there's a possibility that when we go into the next life, will we retain those memories, or will it be the same way where like we only retain some of our memories
Yeah, dude.
as
Speaking
if
of
we were
that,
in that
speaking of
situation?
that, you got me on this one because it's like what you're saying is like, what if we are on like a VR set, you know, right? Like we just wake up and God's like, okay, how did you enjoy your life? You know, right,
Dude,
bro? Bro,
dude, what the hell?
on God, bro. I'll be just like, what the hell is this? Yo, God, that was some lit stuff right there.
Okay, that actually, I had a similar thought to that, but my thought was like, because this happened like one night when I was driving, as I was driving down the road. It's like a regular day, so my thoughts essentially like as I go down the road, like I have this thought like, what if everything that we're experiencing now, these are things that we're visualizing at the moment of death.
Right? Yeah,
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 so you're looking
yeah,
you're
right,
look, you're looking
yeah.
at it from
It's
death on
yeah,
in, and
yeah,
it feels like it's a
yeah,
lot longer than it is
yeah,
because you're experiencing it as at the final moments, and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. It is. It's like there's that theory too. It's like when we're living our life, it's like it's also like a simulation, you know, in that
oh
type of way,
no.
bro.
I've
Like
actually wanted to have a discussion on that
that.
because
That's why, like, imagine like these deja vu things, like you guys be seeing, you know. It's like, what am I seeing right now? You know, like, did I just see that twice, or am I like? That's why, like, what I said about the VR set,
I
I
was
swear,
like
bro.
the theory that life is a simulation is a very interesting concept because like the idea here is that you yourself are experiencing the things around you, nobody
Yeah,
else.
true.
Like
Yeah, true.
you what you touch and what you feel and what you see is different from what everybody else thinks. Like dude, it's one of those topics like that gets me thinking like, huh, am I here or am I actually here?
Right?
It's like you're kind of in this you're kind of like in this plane of thought, if you will, and it just makes you wonder like how exactly. is it like that?
Yeah, true, true. That's why like life would be trippy, guys. Like no lie.
Which one?
Life like in general would be just trippy, bro. Like you think a lot of things, like but it's like a really like people may think it's dumb thinking, but it's like I don't know how to say it, bro.
Is this what it's like to be high on life?
Yeah, something
Because
like that. Yeah.
I feel like it is.
Something like that, yeah.
It's kind of veering towards that direction, you know.
I mean like I watched this podcast and this guy was saying, like if you smoke weed and just trip out, that's how you see life right now compared to like sober life.
Okay. I'm trying to imagine that, and it's like,
Because imagine you're sober, right? Like you just see like daily stuff. But
right,
if you're
right.
like, just tripping out or high, you're just like, whoa, your mindset is just like so different compared to your sober side.
Yeah, because you essentially get that sense of euphoria,
Yeah,
and
in a
it's like
way, in a way,
it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like it doesn't feel like you're looking through you. You're looking through somebody else. It's like
I guess so,
it's
yeah,
like
right?
watching an episode of yourself.
Right? Yeah. It's like you just put a VR headset and just let's enjoy this road.
I always enjoy philosophical thoughts because it really makes you think.
Yeah, it does, it does.
It makes you think from different perspectives,
Yeah, different
and
perspectives.
like it, it it gives you the freedom to question things. Like I know it's a scary thought for some, but like you kind of find yourself in a situation where like are open to,
Yeah,
you know,
true. True.
like you are not inhibited by what restricts you. But
That's
like
why guys live life to the fullest,
I
you
mean,
know?
everybody has different philosophies on how
Yeah, true. Yeah.
people should live, right? That's why like I think developing your own philosophy helps you to understand exactly who you are as a person. And I think because if you look at it from like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like
Yeah.
once you get to the like once you fulfill all the basic needs from like food, water, shelter, and status, now you get to that point where you're like you want to be able to reach self
That yeah,
actualization,
that area that
that sense of enlightenment, you
yeah,
know.
that one, yeah.
And I think that was a concept in Buddhism, right? Because we were talking about reincarnation, not too long ago, and so like you, correct me if I'm wrong. Also, like also in chat, if you do practice Buddhism, like it would be interesting to hear what you guys have to say, because what I think, or from what I remember, uh you go through multiple deaths and you experience the life of whatever entity you become, and you keep going through this cycle until you reach the point of nirvana, or the path of enlightenment. Well,
Oh,
like to
okay.
have this uh a better understanding of what it means to truly exist and to find like the ultimate peace, if you will.
Yeah, life in general and religion is just interesting.
Yeah, like I think I think having a religion is okay. Like I have no problem with religion. Like
No hate chat in religion.
right.
I'm religious as well. So
Because I think we as humans we ought to have the freedom to believe what we want to believe. But of course, there's going to be some caveats behind it.
yeah, true.
Like if it causes you to cause separation, if it causes you to do to do things that harm society, or harms those around you, or harms yourself, if you will.
Yeah.
Like I feel like those are definitely those are
Yeah,
red
red flag.
flags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big red
the
flag
red flags.
of society or
Yeah, it's like which is why you cannot. be in this state where like where you believe everything that
True.
believe what everybody says, right? That's why it's important that we are open minded, but
True.
we also beware of of getting into what we think, or no, like what others be aware of, like be wary of like what others view, if you will.
That's why I don't know. I just say like sometimes society would be just like just weird in general. 'Cause, I don't know. It just trips me out. Like why society like the one you told me about the what was that one again? The
Which
Mag Tower or something? Yeah, Mag Tower.
Magtao.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Migto. Yeah,
MGTOW, yeah.
Migto. The Migto culture is a very weird culture. I have to say. Um, because it's like I only found out about this through a YouTube channel I watch called Think Before You Sleep, and Migto, for those of you that are new to this the same way that I do, Migto stands for men going their own way, and the Migto is basically this movement where uh men tend to have a very misogynistic point of view. They are very anti-feminist, and they prefer to have things like essentially go their own way. Hence why they call themselves Migto, men who go their own way.
Society's kind of weird. You see, that's what I'm saying. Society be just weird.
I don't
But
know.
that's pretty interesting though. Men going their own way.
Yeah, cause like uh, it's kind of like a variation of the incel movement, if you will.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like it's not uh uh how do I say this? It's like it's not too uh it's not as harsh as the incel movement, I would say.
I guess so.
Cause like incels take it another step where they go out of their way to like berate women and trash talk women, and like that in itself creates this belief system that if women don't want them, then they are basically the scum of the earth.
I guess so, yeah.
And you know, I like to look at it from like equal points of view, because you know it's important that we take these into consideration, right? Because it's like like when you stereotype something, you're already labeling something based on one bad experience, and that should
Yeah,
never have to
true,
be the case.
true.
Just because you had one bad experience or one or two bad
Yeah,
experiences
true.
does not mean that it, as a collective, this is how all people should be. Which is
Right,
why like
yeah.
when I hear the concept like all men, like when women say like when some women say all men are trash, that's not that should never have to be the case.
Right,
Like
yeah.
cuz the thing is, not all men are trash. Like yes, there are.
Anyone in the chat answer this question? Are all men trash?
I was like,
Please, I want to know.
but yeah,
Are we all trash or?
I
No,
mean,
no, but that's the thing with stereotypes. Like, I don't know. I just hate stereotypes. You know?
yeah, and again, it usually stems because of because of one or two bad experiences. If they start to see if they start to see a pattern, that's when you know that they already have this mindset that, oh, okay, because of what this person did to me, like this the next person that I know is
Yeah,
probably going
true,
to
true. Yeah,
do the same thing, you know. And again, it should never have to be like that, you know.
yeah.
Yes, there are scumbags who exist. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of stereotypes too that are like kind of funny. You know?
what's one example?
Filipino parents.
Oh boy,
You could never go wrong with that.
oh boy. All right, where do we start?
Yeah, bro, there's a lot. Also, chat on Filipino, so yeah,
Yeah,
I've been raised by
uh,
My parents are
Yeah,
just
I'm full blood Filipino too. So like, I love my parents without a doubt.
yeah, bro. Like they kind of raise you hard, you know. But at
Yeah,
the same time, it's just like now I understand why.
but I mean, it boils down to upbringing and like on having a better understanding of like what they essentially had to go through, you know.
Yeah, bro. But then sometimes I'm really like questioning them, like, why are you reliving your past life through me, you know?
Mm. And I feel like
But I guess it's more of like the cultured side, you know,
right,
like
right.
being cultured.
Because like the common stereotype behind Filipino parents is that like in terms of upbringing, like you raise your they raise their child to become a successful person, right? It's like it's either, it's that impression like they either want them to be an entertainer or a nurse. That's usually that's usually the common stereotype though.
In fact, all my family members are nurses, and then there's me. No, but like on all seriousness, guys, like respect to the nurses out there.
Oh yeah.
Y'all doing a great job. But in my opinion, man, like I wish that stereotype in like being a Filipino in the parents is
Mm.
like you shouldn't plan your kids' goals. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's like that's like that's essentially like what you mentioned is like having to live uh your life through them, you know?
True.
Because like I think like in terms of parenting, right?
Like I'll be honest, I'm not qualified to be a nurse. Nope.
Mm. I
Yeah,
don't
my
think
mom was like, "You should try nursing."
I was like I don't know if I don't know if I have what it takes to be a nurse. Like I get very squeamish a lot,
Oh,
and so like if I have to touch if I
I
have
wouldn't even trust
like
myself. If you were my patient, I'll probably just give you hardcore drugs or something.
no way.
Here, bro, I think this will make you feel better. I'll give you
Oh
like a
no!
fentanyl pill or something. I don't even know what I gave you.
Like you give me the wrong IV.
Oh God.
Yeah, no. Uh, but I think like when it comes to parenting, right? Like children should be able to choose whatever career path they feel that they 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 want to, like as their own passion.
True.
But on that other end of that spectrum, like parents want to ensure that by the time that children become adults, right? They want them to lead a better course in life, right? I mean that's all a loving parent could ever want, and I think that's something that should be important.
Yeah,
Like
that's
so when it comes to career goals, right? I'm not saying that you know you go to the extreme where you rate you let you let your kids decide let your kids decide what they want to be, right? But at the same time help them to understand like that there are certain careers out there that are not for them,
yeah.
right? Like
Nursing is one of them for me.
well if it is if it's an internal drive for them to want to become a nurse, I say go ahead, become a
Yeah.
nurse. Like uh some some kids uh become what their parents became because they're inspired by the
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
work that they
yeah.
put in, right? And that's a good thing. But like um in going back to the idea where like choose like having to like let kids choose let them choose what they want to be when they grow up, but also help them like guide them
Yeah, yeah.
like of course you okay, on the real though, like if let's say for example if a kid wanted if there was a kid that wanted to be a comedian for example,
I say go for it.
yeah, I'd say go for it. But
Yeah.
like also or like an artist, right? those are very notable jobs, yes.
True. Yeah.
But also you have to think a little bit more about the market as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause like
Like how you're gonna put sales up and
yeah, cause
this and that.
it's not one like it's great, yes, but like it's one of those careers where like you need to have a good traction
Yeah. True. True.
in order to build up in order to at least generate revenue to live to be able to you know sustain like to be able to pay the bills. That's why I was like if you decide to go that route, know that it's not going to be an easy task.
Yeah.
It's never going to be an easy task.
It's not gonna be like spoon fed to you. You
No,
gotta
no.
have that like passion and drive just to get to where you want to be.
Exactly. And it's uh like even if you choose that career, you don't instantly become you don't become rich overnight
Yeah. Yeah.
from one
True.
show, right? You kind of like it's really dependent on that's the thing. It's dependent
Yeah.
on
It is.
how well your audience likes the content that you bring out. Like artists, especially artists too. Like if people don't like the art that you produce, then it's going to be hard to sell. Which means if you're not able to sell well, then it's going to be hard to maintain the bills. Like it's definitely something to consider. Like going down the line, and something to be cautious. Like that's why it's important to have a backup plan. Like it's always
Oh
important to
yeah,
have a backup
yeah.
plan.
Having a backup is always a
Like
good goal.
like it's important to pursue your passions, but like if it doesn't go well, at least you have a backup plan. And like
Hmm.
once you are able to build up financial stability, then I mean by all means go ahead and try again, right?
If it doesn't work out for you guys, try it. Try it again.
Yeah, that's like as the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again, right?
That's why don't give up. Do you guys?
Yeah. I was like, I imagine like Shia LaBeouf coming out like, do it!
Yeah.
Don't let your dreams become dreams, kind of thing.
You gotta have like a green screen here. We'll edit this.
Oh man.
We'll have him in the background just like yelling at
Oh,
us.
bro. That would be good. Anyways, I think this is a good time to take a quick break.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, so ladies and gents, peeps of the stream, don't touch that dial. We'll be back when we cover some more stuff here on the podcast. So, with that said, while we're away, I want you guys to answer this question: what's your favorite color? All right, we'll be back. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned, guys. All right, ladies and gents, we're coming back into the stream in 3, 2, 1. Hold up. All right, one more time. We're coming back in 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm Dave Santino. Welcome back again to the Breakpoint. This is Boy back again, live from the Northern Mariana Islands. We got our guest character here. We have Jet, also known as Shouter.
Hi.
So
Hello.
we definitely covered a lot of topics so far in this podcast alone. And it was just like a trip in its entirety, man. It's like wow.
I'm still like tripped out that the egg came first. Like how? Anybody in the chat can explain how?
Yeah, it's funny though, cause like during the break, Jet went ahead and just like straight up Google searched which came first, and apparently it came he according to Google it said
The
that
egg came first. How's this? What sorcery is this?
but it still begs the question, right? Like how exactly does the chick uh get raised, like to the point where like it's able to live on its own, it's able to be sufficient.
True, true.
It's just a mind-boggling experience. And hey, Frey, I see you in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the
Welcome,
podcast.
welcome.
Yeah, and this goes for all our peeps that are coming in. Hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon over here on the world. I hope y'all continue to stay amazing.
Stay amazing as always.
Stay groovy, guys. You know how
Yup.
we're doing. Keep it chill. Keep it real. You know how I feel, because you know it's the deal. My money don't jiggle, jiggle.
It fool.
It was like I feel like the buildup was definitely coming up there.
For real.
I was like TikTok, uh, will without a doubt like
Dude, TikTok it's a crazy app, guys. Like
it's a hell of a drug, man. It's like
anybody in the chat can tell us how many hours you spend on TikTok. Just watching TikTok itself. Because normally what I would do, I would check like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then I'll just be all TikTok, just like watching like conspiracy theory videos, um, just random videos, and then I'll be like, oh, it's like 4 in the morning.
dude, I hate that because it's like by the time it gets there, it's like, oh, I should probably be getting up for work tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's
It's like
oh.
works like in like
But it
15
makes
minutes.
sense though, like the app name itself, TikTok.
Oof.
You know the hours, right? And it's
Yeah,
ticking, so
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
literally just gets you there on your zone. Like, the hell?
I, s- I,
'Cause
I ha-
sometimes I watch TikTok like let's say like 10 in the evening, right?
mm,
I end up going to sleep like 3 or 4 in the morning.
I have the strange notion because I have the strange notion that TikTok, because originally it was Musically,
Yeah, yeah, it
right?
was. Yeah,
And it made me wonder like how exactly did TikTok get their Music Note logo? And of course it came from Musically. But
it
how do
it,
you?
it should have been. Yeah.
And I was thinking how exactly does it go from Musically to TikTok? And it made me realize Kesha.
Oh, that
Kesha had a
song,
song called TikTok.
bro.
Yeah. TikTok on the
Yeah,
clock,
yeah.
right? And I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. But it also like made me wonder, like, how come I don't see Kesha on TikTok?
Does she own it?
No, no,
Was she
no.
the co-founder?
Dude, what if? Conspiracy theory.
Ooh, that would be interesting. What if Kesha started TikTok? Like low key though. Low key.
Dude, that's like some Illuminati type shit, bro.
Bro. I could never.
Dude, I was like,
Imagine just being part of Illuminati though. Like that would be just like crazy, man.
it's like to be controlled, but to be a celebrity and then controlled by the Illuminati. Oh, bro,
How do you pay them?
how do they find you? That's the thing.
Where'd you find me? Oh, Snapchat memes. Oh, we're friends. How do you guys want me to pay you? I got Cash App, Venmo,
I thought
PayPal.
I thought in order to look at a person's Snapchat though, you would need to be like both of you would have to be friends, right?
Yeah, I think yeah,
It's kind of like Facebook. Like
yeah.
Facebook's the only one I know like if you follow if you friend them like
True.
you know that you guys are essentially friends.
No, but the best website back then, and if anybody in the chat would agree with me, would be MySpace.
Yeah,
MySpace
MySpace.
was dude. It was the shit. Cause I remember I had MySpace before, and I remember in your profile you could put like songs that you like, so people could listen to it.
Yeah,
So
you had your like top five songs.
yeah, dude. Is
I say if you want if you
is MySpace still around, chat?
MySpace is still relevant. There is a MySpace app and a MySpace page, but these
But
days
I think
like,
it's not like the same as
yeah,
before,
it doesn't create the same feel as they used to.
And then the old WhatsApp was like what, Kick.
Oh, dude. I don't know about you, but I was more on the Viber side of things.
Oh yeah, yeah, Viber too.
Like,
There was Kick and Viber, so I
yeah,
think Viber was kind of better.
Viber definitely hit that vibe, you know.
It really did,
It was
bro.
like, Viber was definitely a great go-to. I don't know how we all ended up on WhatsApp though, but like when
Right? Like,
like, or I don't even know how we all ended up on Facebook. Cause like I was still using MySpace until 2010, and then by then like everybody was hopping onto Facebook, and I wanted to see what exactly
yeah,
what
right.
exactly is it about Facebook that makes it what exactly about Facebook makes it really nice, you know?
But
It just made me wonder like cuz when you look at Facebook like in its heyday, right? It's kind of or like in its early development years. It's kind of like
no. Okay, Facebook is a good app, but I just hate it when they share, like they remind you of your memories. You know, like, oh, bro, here we go.
or
Like
when
this was the day when you had your first girlfriend, and you just like, what the?
uh,
How do you use
it's like
that?
I'm not trying to remember
I'm not
that.
trying to
Like, it's
remember
like get that
that.
out of here. Or it's like it reminds you of the most cringiest posts you say.
Oh, dude, bro. Okay, okay. So like, I remember when Facebook showed me this memory I had, and this was like middle school days, bro. Chat. I don't know if you guys used to do this in middle school, but hey, remember that to be honest rate thing? Oh,
Oh,
dude. But I hated that because when a lot of people would like it, and you have to go through like how many people like. Imagine if it was like 200, 300 people. Like to be honest. Sometimes I'll just just wing it, like, oh, you seem cool, but I don't even know you.
that's why it sucks. Like when you're the popular guy, like you have like 100
Oh.
people that like on it. Now you're like, oh, okay, let me start by to be honest. But it's like I kind of wish I like you also get those people like that are you're friends with on Facebook, but you never really talk to them in real life, so you don't
Right,
exactly know
exactly, right,
you actually
yeah.
you don't know exactly how they
Yeah.
are. So like when you do a to be honest on them, you're like, bro, I don't even know what to say about you. We barely even hung out. So it's like,
True.
what do I gotta say? It's like to be honest, I don't know you that much,
Man, that's like some throwback stuff,
dude.
bro.
I missed that, dude. You know what's annoying also? Like the chain mails that happen. It's like that's
Oh,
like spread this.
yo. You know what I miss in Facebook? When they could poke you.
Bro,
Bro!
dude, like,
Yo! Okay, that was super annoying, but like it was kind of like a
as as
big big trend.
I feel like you only had two purposes on Facebook if you were gonna poke somebody. It's like it's either one you're about to you want to annoy the shit out of them, or two you're trying to
Cause
flirt with them.
I'd say back then Facebook was like it was like our Instagram. But
Mm.
then now it's like Facebook now is mainly for like old people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
I
got
would
your
say.
mom looking at your aunties and stuff
Yeah.
post. Like look, oh, look at your cousin graduated. Like, so and what? Congrats, I guess. I don't
No, but
know.
I have no problem with that. I think adults hopping onto social media also helps to connect connect them to like our world now, like to see what it's like.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
But my problem is like whenever stuff is posted onto Facebook, like it's hard to be like for us, right? Our generation, we have an idea of like what's real and what's not.
Yeah,
Anything could be posted up on Facebook. Any link can be
yeah,
posted up on
anything,
Facebook.
dude.
And the
Anything.
problem behind that is that they're like with the old generation, they I'm not saying this is for all, but they tend to fall for whatever they believe on social media.
True.
One, because it's there, but like oh 2012 was one of the perfect examples of that. Oh yeah. That was supposedly the year that was supposedly the year when the world was supposed to end, right? It was supposed to be the end of the world. December 21st, 2012.
But we're still alive.
Yeah, we're still here.
What if it did end? But I'm just kidding.
Bro,
That's mind blowing, bro. Like, are we really alive or?
I was like, are we still or are we in another parallel universe where 2012 didn't happen and we're still continuing?
It's like another multiverse
But,
of.
but in another universe, like 2012 did happen, and like that chapter finally ended. So it's just like space, and maybe some
Yeah.
parts of a ruined Earth, a post-apocalyptic world, if you will. But yeah, let's go back into Facebook, right? Because like the thing was, Facebook posts go out of their way to like spam links about like the world coming to an end. Like share this if you want, if you
Oh, I hated that. I
Right?
hated that.
like share this if you believe in God. Like ignore if you, right? I was like, share this so if you wanna survive
Or that
2012.
spam like click here to find out who's your crush from your like friends list or something, you know?
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, right? Like imagine if it was like your homeboy, you know? Like, hey bro. Whoa.
Like kiss the bros goodnight.
No, but like man, like honestly, like I would say like back then, like to like where we are now, I'd say back then we had like a pretty good life, you know. I mean, there was like a lot of trends way back, you know, like the mannequin challenge, the freaking
Oh.
ice bucket challenge.
Dude, the mannequin challenge was fun though.
What other one was
I was
that?
like,
There was a lot of challenges.
dude, the freaking what was it? The Coloperita.
Oh,
the freaking what
Harlem
was that?
Shake.
The Harlem
Yeah,
Shake, bro.
Yo, chat.
Shout
We
out.
should, hey, chat. We should
Bring
put
back.
we should bring back that on TikTok, bro.
I was
Because
like,
I know people on TikTok are bringing it back.
dude,
That was
I will wear the dinosaur outfit and just
Bro.
like join in on the. Bro, we just have an idea.
that was the best.
Hey, Neil,
best
Neil,
trend.
if you're watching this right now, if you come back to Saipan, you hop on the Spider-Man suit. We're gonna do the Harlem Shake challenge, bro.
Ooh,
That's
like-
I like.
that was like one of the best trends ever, no doubt. And like a lot of people started doing it too.
There's an actual Harlem Shake dance. So it wasn't the actual like where people like do random
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, that's
Harlem Shake. Heard of that? I think it's like old school dance, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, like,
I don't know.
there's definitely like old school dances, like, and it's funny
Yeah.
how like the evolution of dance has changed.
Dude, yeah.
Like back in the
If
1920s,
I would go back in time, I'll go back to the 90s, bro.
the 90s.
Dude, dancing back then was the best, bro. Now it's more like, why is your bones moving? Like,
It's like,
why are you rotating your bones? You know?
I still like the concept of like being fluid when you dance.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like like
But 90s dance was like the best. Like, I don't know I don't know anybody in the chat watched this movie called Footloose.
oh,
Those dances were
Ooh.
pretty dope, man.
I did like that.
Footloose is a really good classic, guys.
That was nice. Freaking Kenny Loggins and Footloose.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
oh,
Also, old school music as well, like
Old
back
school
then
music.
in the 90s. Woo, it hits so different.
When you grow up in '90s kid, it's like all the songs just like come back to you. Like,
Yeah, I did because like growing up, my dad would listen to like Journey,
oh,
Westlife, and also a little bit
uh,
of like country songs. So it's like,
dude, what was it? O Town. O Town
oh,
was what had one of my favorite tracks. All or Nothing. Dude, it's like,
Billy Joel too. I grew up listening to that
dude,
guy.
Billy
Yeah.
Joel. Oh my God, I
I don't
love
know if
Billy
that
Joel.
guy is part of Illuminati, but he's still alive.
He's still alive
Dude, he's still
for
alive.
real,
I think so.
dude. Actually, it's funny because when I hear the song "Just the Way You Are," like a lot of like people in this generation would say, "Oh, you mean the one with Bruno Mars?"
And you
Like
just
every time
you look at them like, huh?
I was like, when I do karaoke, right? I'm like, "Yo, can you play Just the Way You Are?" I was like, Bruno Mars, right?" And I'm like, no." And like I forget that Bruno Mars made a song called "Just the Way You Are,"
Yeah.
but
Oh,
like Billy Joel made "Just the Way You Are," but in a different
no, because there's this thing too in like music industry as well.
Mhm.
Like I heard of this in a podcast where some artists would sort of take like from old artists and
Right,
then
right.
just tweak some out.
Yeah, what they do is they do something called sampling. So
Yeah,
they'll take like tracks from like popular songs during their time and then include them
but I'd
into
rather prefer the old school song than them sampling it.
I hmm,
There's some that are good, in
uh,
my opinion. But
I like oh uh what was that? Marvin Gaye Get It On by Charlie Puth.
mm,
Puth, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Charlie, if you're watching this, I love your TikToks. Anyways, yeah, um, Marvin Gaye "Get It On" was a very interesting song because it did take a sample from
Oh.
"Stand by Me." Dun-dun-dun,
Oh
dun,
yeah, yeah, okay,
dun-dun-dun,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
But he tweaked it
Dun-dun-dun.
out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's like when Ben E King did "Stand by Me," it was more of a
Yeah,
it had a more
like upbeat to
energetic
yeah,
it,
energetic
it,
kind
it
of.
had an energetic flow. I
Yeah,
think I don't know if it's because of the percussions behind it, because like you had that.
yeah,
As like when you hear Marvin Gaye Get It On, it kind of has that
like a slower
it's
kind.
slow but
Yeah,
it's still upbeat though.
yeah,
Like, and like like, the song title itself is a reference to Marvin Gaye.
yeah. It
Cause
is.
like
Yeah,
uh those moments where you hear the song but you can't remember how it goes. It's like Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" is basically,
yeah, something. Yeah, yeah. It goes higher.
dude, I've been really trying so hard. Let's get it on.
I guess you would consider sampling like making it in like a remix kind of thing, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So like a lot of popular songs have been sampled.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
lot.
dude, like I'm still trying to find the confirmation that Eminem sampled the track from an anime.
An
Uh,
anime song? I heard
yeah,
about that.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I wasn't sure if that was confirmed, but you know what? Actually, in a similar topic, Kanye West, when he did "Stronger" back in 2008,
Oh, that song.
like I didn't feel the song back in the day, but like now like I have a bigger appreciation, and the song itself was sampled off of what was it, Daft Punk's "Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger," right?
Oh, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I see the correlation between the two, and I'm like, yo, I did not know
But like,
that.
do these artists give credit?
They do.
They do?
I would think that they do. Like, yeah, 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 for sure would definitely give. Uh, unless Daft Punk or the producers from Daft Punk like sued them. Like, of course they would have to get permission for something like
True.
that. Actually, because we were talking about anime references earlier, Kanye West is actually a huge anime fan too. Like that's like
That I didn't even.
Ye
Oh,
himself.
oh wait, no. Looking at it, yes, because in one of his album covers, he had like that bear
Oh,
looking over. I forgot what album
oh,
is
is that
that.
was it graduation?
I think so.
I can't because
I
like
think it's
because he had several albums where it had the bear on it.
no, but then this one, I think the bear was like flying or
Yeah, that's graduation.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think it's graduation.
graduation. I think it should be graduation for sure.
Yeah, I was like on a streak listening to Kanye's older hits. Like his new ones are also really good too. Like I'm actually really excited to hear what like Eminem's collab with Kanye West. It should be dropping soon. That's the thing.
Hey, you guys in the chat, who's your guys' favorite artist right now? Yeah.
So, anyways, to drive that point home, Stronger. Not only did it sample Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger from Daft Punk, the music video in itself is a direct reference to Akira. Yeah, so if you look at the aesthetic
Yeah,
of
true.
the if you look at the aesthetic
True.
of Stronger, like it follows the same color palette as Akira, and man, like everything about it, like the camera quality, the angles, and everything, it just gave off gave off Akira
Yeah,
vibes,
yeah, that vibe.
dude.
Yeah, speaking of like, anime, um there's also this, I think they're a band called Gorillas.
Oh, dude.
The ones that did
Yeah.
like that anime kind of thing were in their music videos and stuff.
Oh man, yeah, man,
But
Gorillas.
then I heard like when they do live performance, I don't know if they're like the real person, but they said they do like a holograph of like the anime stuff that they do.
For real?
So yeah, I heard.
That's the first time I've heard Gorillas doing that for like their performances. Cause like when I think about like holographic performances, I go back to none other than Project Diva, Miko
Oh,
Hatsune.
Project.
Because like
Yeah, bro. So this is Gorillas, the band. Yeah.
yeah. What's crazy about it is that not only are they a band, but they also have a lore. Each character in the series has a lore, and
Yeah.
each music video that they
Has
delve
like a
into.
different vibe.
Not only that, like
Like different scenes too as well.
not only that, I also feel like it just goes out of their way to like put emphasis into each of the
Yeah, right?
characters
Yeah.
storyline
The
through
storyline, yeah.
music through their music video, which is really
True.
cool. Like if you stumble onto like a Reddit page on like on the Gorillas, like you can see like the entire backstory of the Gorillas collectively as a group,
True.
and like what happens to each character. And I feel like it just meshes in like so well. It's like they've basically created their own universe
Right?
using the characters
Yeah.
in
So
in Gorillas. And I remember that because I had a session with my friends here at the house, and we were just like watching Gorillas videos, and like my friend was just going on a tangent about how like each of the characters have their own backstory. And I
yeah,
was
they
like,
do. Yeah.
wow, this is nice. I like this. I really vibe with this. I really vibe with this concept. You know, it's like
It does.
it's kind of like an out of this world kind of approach, if you will. I
What do you think of like music now compared to like way back?
mean, okay. Um, if you ask me what my tastes in music are, like my taste in music has like is very diverse. Like I'm very open to the idea of like different kinds of music, but
True.
like I don't like mumble rap.
Oh,
Yeah.
like 6ix9ine, Migos.
Okay, no.
6ix9ine's different.
6ix9ine is different. I don't. I really don't.
He's not a rapper, guys.
Yeah, I was like, I
He
don't.
just likes to snitch.
I don't like 6ix9ine's music. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's just not my taste. Like it's too like he tries like for me he just tries to be grungy
Yeah, true.
and tries to incorporate like a lot of his rap into it, but like I can barely understand what the dude says. It's
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
it's like hearing a dog
Yeah.
like get angry because it feels like it. It feels like it. When I'm watching Six's videos, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Help me make sense. You know,
True.
I was like, I don't know what's wilder, his lyrics or his hair.
I mean, like honestly, like I would say, like for my type of genre songs, I'll go country, old
Oh
classics,
yeah,
a little bit of R&B as well.
I do like R&B like both variations of R&B still kick in. Like I like old school R&B like from Boyz II Men,
Yeah,
like old school, and then down to the new school R&B you've got like uh what
I'd say Rod Wave would be part of the new R&B.
yeah.
Rod Wave has like pretty good songs.
I'm trying. You know, actually, let me go through my Spotify list and see, and just take a look. Cause like I do have a bunch of other R&B tracks that I like to listen to when I'm on the road or when I'm working really. Dun, 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 girl. Oh, Vito.
Oh, that
Vito, yeah,
guy.
Vito. I actually like,
Didn't that guy have like a TikTok song, right?
yeah, he did. He is like,
Fix your credit. Get I forgot that
you
song.
got it, you
Yeah,
got
no, yeah.
it.
It's time to boss.
Dude, it's like it's time
Oh
to
god,
boss
TikTok's making me
up.
do some.
Get your credit at her.
honestly, honestly too with TikTok, they
Mhm.
actually do have like some fire songs, bro.
I agree.
That you don't even know.
Like, I'm actually thankful that for Tik for TikTok introducing me to Giveon, man. Like, oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Giveon, woo.
Giveon just gives me that vibe, like.
Heartbreak anniversary for the Sims out
Heartbreak
there.
anniversary.
That song is ooh.
Yeah, man. It's like when you
It's something.
when you're going through a heartbreak, like it's one of those songs where like you kind of you have that feel, like you
It's
know.
like, should I sing the song or do the dance like TikTok?
Yeah, don't get me started. Like I've had a couple of my friends. I've had sorry. I've had a couple of my students last year that were like that would ask me like like to request to play Heartbreak Anniversary. I was like, who hurt you? And they're like, no, we just want to do the dance. I'm like, no.
That's the thing with people. Like when you play like a certain kind of song, they just, bro, you good? Like why are you playing the song? You know, like
I think one of the best songs that fully captures that is when Jody started releasing Glimpse of Us. Man, I
oh,
wasn't the biggest. I was like in the biggest feels moment ever because I'm like, wow,
I'd say that's a good song, but it's so sad.
it's the reason why it's so
Slow
good.
Dancing in the Dark was.
Slow Dancing in the Dark was a good one too.
Glimpse of Us is just like
Anything Joji makes is good, hands down. Like I still miss Filthy Frank, but like for his mental health, like him as an artist, like he's definitely.
Loki though. Like I didn't know his name was Joji because I used to watch him as I forgot what they call him back. Pink suit when he
Filthy
had the
Frank.
yeah when he had the
Filthy
pink
Frank. It
suit.
was like
Yeah.
when he carried all
My
his
first song to
personas.
listen to him was actually STFU, bro. Yeah. So the funny story with this song, like if one of my friends are annoying me, I'll play it right there, and then I'll just look at them. They're like, "Why? What song is this?" I'll be like, "Just listen to the lyrics."
Dude, it's like it's one of those songs where it's like get out of my face now,
Yeah.
please. It's like this. It's basically the nicest way of using.
Bro, imagine like playing that like loud, like you're all windows down, it's loud, and then
Oh.
you stop at a traffic light near an old guy and just look at him, and then the lyrics are just there, and
I'd rather I play that song than the other song by Blink 180. I think it was Blink 182 where it's like they go I want.
oh, that one. Oh god.
Dude, that was a hell of a trip. Cause like back during my college days, like when my friends would bust out the guitar, I had this one friend who would borrow the guitar, and
And he literally played
like
the
he
song.
would that was literally the first song he would play, and I was like, hey, I like the beat. Well, how does it go? What song is it? And then he starts singing the song. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I take that back. Because it's also upbeat. It's like, wow, what the hell am I looking at? What the hell am I listening to? What did my ears just expose themselves to? You know.
Big Party 2 was like middle school days for me. And Sum 41.
Also 41. Ooh. Not for.
Linkin Park, Green Day.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah.
Chad Bennington, man.
That guy. Oh, I forgot one song he did where he just like screamed for like a long period of time.
Dude, there was a lot. There were a lot. There were a lot.
This one was like long, like how?
Like he's got the voice for it. Without
You not need air to breathe right now?
it's like I like how like he has different variations in his vocal range, because like
Yeah.
he'll go from like really really endearing to like very very harsh and dramatic. Like
True,
you can
true.
see that, like
Yeah.
especially when he did the collaboration with Jay-Z, like, oh,
That was a big deal. Yeah,
Beautiful.
that was a big.
beautiful. Like when they did Numb, I was like, that
Ooh.
was great.
Numb was one of the best songs too.
Actually, Numb was great, and then Brush Your Shoulders Off
Oh.
collaboration was also pretty lit. Cause like you combine the best of both worlds. You got Mr. Rockefeller plus Linkin Park. I'm like, dude, it's a match made in heaven, man.
It is, yeah.
It's like, dude. I would like to go back to the topic before, though. Like, I actually do like the Migos. Migos is okay in my books.
They have like good ad libs.
Yeah, they
Mama,
dude.
we're in the kitchen.
I was like, I don't know why, but for some reason, like, my favorite rapper in Migos is Offset.
Yeah, Offset really does go hard.
Yeah, Offset does go hard, but for some reason, like, it's the way he pronounces his sounds that really gets to you.
Right? You're just
When he says walk it talk it, man, I was like,
no, because here's the thing. A lot of people think Offset is doing like auto tune, but it's not. It's his real voice.
That's what I was
Even
thinking
when he does live, it's actually his real voice. So it's like tripping me out too. It's like, huh?
I'm trying to think of. So in the second verse where Offset kicks in, right? Uh, he has a very interesting way of emphasizing his k sound.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah, he does.
He's like, water gonna lock,
Yeah, yeah,
lock it, quadruple the profit.
yeah.
Tommy gonna lock it. Like, dude, it was like he's like Kawasaki, chicken teriyaki. Like, you can
Yeah.
hear the K's in his
Imagine him like
voice,
reading.
man, I'm like-
Imagine like Offset reading you like a bedtime story.
I was like,
Oh, you play like a beat in the background.
dude.
That's a good hit right
Dude,
there.
You know what's funny though? Like, so there was this viral video of this guy, who
Was
read
that
off
was
of
it? Yeah, the Dr. Seuss.
the doctor.
Yeah.
Was like,
There's a walk it.
walk in my pocket.
Bro,
Yo.
that guy went hard.
Dude.
Migos should sign him.
Yeah, dude. That was
For
like.
sure.
Who's another good artist that I wanna showcase? The Weeknd. I don't know what your thoughts. What?
The Weeknd, I love his songs. Straight up. The Hills.
Oh,
The Hills was my first song that I listened to.
dude, man.
And then what was that one song he had like that weird kind of face?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was After Dark. I
Was
think
it?
I think that was After Dark,
I think
because
so.
right after that it was 103.9.
Because I know before back then the old Weeknd when he had his dreads, he was like more of that like sexual type of songs, you know. Now he's more of like the funky kind of beat, you know.
No, actually, somebody did a discography analysis
Save your
on the week.
tears. There, someone said in the chat. Save your tears. Thank
Save.
you. Yeah,
Oh man.
that was the song. Yeah.
The thing though, like going into it, like um the weekends, like somebody on YouTube did a discography analysis on the entire on all of the weekend's albums, and here's the kicker: all of them tell a story about the evolution of Abel, also known as the Weekend,
Oh
right?
shit.
And it basically shows a story of him who starts off as a player through his earlier albums, and then you get into his latest album, which is Don 103.9 Don FM, is uh him coming to the end of his life, going through purgatory. Right?
Oh,
Uh,
that's crazy.
it's basically purgatory, but through a car ride, and you're listening to a radio station,
True.
and
true.
you're the announcer that you hear is none other than Jim Carrey himself.
Oh.
And I was like, "Yo, this is actually one of the weirdest collaborations that I've come to see." And for Jim to play the part as a very as an announcer, but like also give off like very like. Here's the thing: Jim Carrey is a like he has this persona where he gives off a very comedic vibe. You know it in his movies, man. You
Yeah,
know it
he
because of
does.
Ace
Yeah.
Ventura, The Mask, right?
Yeah.
Doctor Doolittle, man. This guy has one of the most comical personalities out there. And then you hear him on Donald 3.9. You have you heard Out of Time?
I think so.
Say I love you, girl, but I'm out
Okay.
of
Yeah.
time. So in the end of the song, right? At the end of Out of Time, there there's a portion where it goes, "Don't you dare touch that dial."
Oh.
Because right now,
That's him.
that's him.
What the?
It's like right now you're at the wait. Let me get the quote. Let me get the quote.
Out of time.
Uh, uh, don't you dare touch that dial. Touch that dial because. Oh yeah, here. Like if you take a look at the way Drew Carey says it, man, he's like, don't you dare touch that dial because like the song says. Okay, let's try. So here we go. So the way he says it, it goes like this: "Don't you dare touch that dial, because like the song says, you are out of time. You're almost there, but don't panic. Still more music to come before you're completely engulfed in the blissful embrace that is the little light you see in the distance. You'll be healed, forgiven, and refreshed, free from all trauma, pain, guilt, shame. You even forget your name. But before you dwell in that house forever, here's 30 minutes of easy listening to slow tracks on 103.5
Don.
FM."
I think yeah, I've heard this one.
I
Yeah.
was like, you see, the approach here as he goes through that, like it makes you think, because like from somebody who has a very eccentric personality to somebody
Yeah.
who gives off a more darker yet very, it's dark, but at the same time it's very
That sounds scary, bro. Just looking at the
like
lyrics.
like very
Whoa. I
existential.
wouldn't even imagine him saying that.
Right. It's like it makes you like that like I knew Jim Carrey was a great actor, hands down. And like you see his personality shift, and you already know that he's one of the like he definitely can pull it off.
Because I can't really imagine him saying that. I'm just nah, that's not him.
I was like, it was like you're at the park and you're like looking up at the stars, and like you think of Jim Carrey's voice, and you're like, there's no way Jim Carrey.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right. I was like, man, but yeah, like so basically, the weekend goes through purgatory, and the songs that he's listening to as he goes down the road, right, are songs that remind him of things that happened in his past while he was through his other album.
Oh,
And like if you
I
know
see.
if you notice the album art for the weekend, it's basically it's basically Abel, but like his hair is aged. His face is not the same as it used to be. It
Yeah,
doesn't look young,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
an older version of of Abel,
Kind of
right?
weird.
But that's it. Here's the bigger kick. Here's the kicker behind that all. It's like that's only part one. That's only part one of the Purgatory soundtrack, right? Or the Purgatory like
Yeah,
soundtrack.
okay.
It's like the thing is, uh, the weekend mentioned that it was designed to be a 3-part album series. So when the second album comes out, I'm kind of curious to see how it's portrayed.
Yeah.
Is it going to portray his life in hell, or is it going to portray his life in heaven? Which one should it come?
Yeah, true.
I was like, because that's my speculation. Like once you, because like purgatory is basically the waiting room, right? Essentially, whether you're going to go into hell or whether you're going to heaven. So, give it all things considered, like it just makes you think, from that perspective. NLE Choppa,
Oh,
what's your thoughts?
oh God. Honestly, in my opinion, like he had good songs. Camelot was it was more of like a hype song.
Camelot?
Yeah, the one song he did with Blueface, it was more of like a hype song to kill somebody, you know?
Oh,
It was like
that's what's that? Gangster rap? Yeah.
yes, yeah, and no love entertainment. So
Uh, oh, okay. Not. That's a pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting abbreviation there.
Bay Area songs hit they sound pretty good.
Bay Area songs.
Yeah, like Pilo.
Oh,
He has good songs.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he mostly likes to feature like Busta Rhymes in some of his songs.
Mm.
So music now really did like change a lot,
Oh,
man.
without a doubt. I mean, there's some songs that I don't know. Uh, I feel like there are some songs that are great, but then I also feel like there are some songs out there that like push for an agenda, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like that in itself,
Yeah.
like when you push for an agenda, you kind of it kind of ruins the effect of the song, you know, or like the impact that it's supposed to be. I feel like it's much more counterintuitive, if anything, like if you're pushing for a movement, it just makes it harder to to promote to promote it as it is, you know. So it's like
I
um
mean, right now, like in my top list on Spotify, would be like Rod Wave.
Broad Rave.
Yeah, Rod Wave. He's the one that sang Hard on Ice.
Never heard it before.
Ah, it's a really good song. Rod Wave has this like kind of vibe, you know, like yeah, you look at him as a thug, but his songs like can relate to you, like heartbreaks and stuff, you know,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Broad Wave. Okay.
Rod Wave is a he's his new album right now. Oh, it's like my top 5.
All right,
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it when I get the chance. Who knows? Maybe it might be my next workout music.
No, his songs are good for workouts, dude.
Oh, for
Trust.
real?
Yeah.
Broad Wave. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, so chat, get this. My homie introduced me to Rod Wave because that's how he found him from. I think it was Hard on Ice, and then once his first album came out, my homie went MIA for a year, and he's been just going gym, you know, on the grind because of Rod Wave, and then
Dang.
when his new album came out, I think like yeah, like a couple months ago, that's when my friend started to go MIA again.
For real?
Yeah, so it's like his album really like kind of connects to you, you know,
Okay.
in a way. Like Green Light is a good workout song from one of his old
Green light.
albums.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Street Runner is a good song too.
I like running. So.
Alone is it's more of an emotional song, but it's a good workout song.
All right. I'm gonna listen to some Rod Wave.
Oh, someone
Right.
said in your chat, the baby, internet, money, and Jack Harlow. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the baby.
The baby.
The baby was like a meme.
I guess yeah. I guess he was a meme. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a meme. Like everybody tried to imitate the baby's
Yeah.
iconic look, where it's like, he has both of them over here, and it's like he has the teeth up. It's like, right.
Jack Harlow, in my opinion, great artist.
I agree. Jack.
Church that the song he had with Jake Churchill, it's a good song.
What was it?
What's Poppin' was
What's
that?
Poppin'?
Yeah, Jack
What's
Harlow.
Poppin' was lit, man. There's no doubt. It's like, the fact you can fit in Jimmy Neutron into the lyrics. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
this guy.
No,
does
because
this
like
stuff.
how I love about Jack Harlow too. He's close friends with Drewski. You know, like he's like a comedian too.
Dude.
So
Yeah, he has a way of like incorporating humor, but he does it in a way where it sounds
Yeah.
badass. Like it's kind of like a burn back. It's kind of like a burn back at you. Like when he was featured on Industry Game.
oh yeah, yeah,
Dude.
yeah. What else
Um,
is there in the chat? See what
let's
they
see.
said.
Neotech was actually I like Neotech.
Mhm.
Neotech was pretty good. Um, First Class was an interesting. It was sampled off
Yeah,
of
yeah, it was
Fergie's,
Fergie song, but
was it
I guess
Fergie?
that's more of like a sexual kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was okay for me. Maybe a good like 2 hearings of that song, then I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, am I gonna
it's
listen to it?
it's like you look through everybody's.
It's a good vibe when you're driving like late at
Oh,
night,
yeah.
you know. But for everyday use, it's like, oh no, I'm not. This is not my gym song or.
Because it's like you listen you're scrolling through Instagram stories, and like it's the first thing you hear.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's supposed to, like, I feel like First Class was supposed to be like the idea where you're kind of living the lavish life, but it also has some sexual undertones into it. Kind of like what was that song by Bruno Mars? That's what I like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely has that approach, man. Um,
What else did anyone say in the chat?
okay. Doja Cat. I actually want to talk about Doja Cat, because Doja Cat's an
Doja?
interesting one.
Doja.
Yeah.
I only know her from her first song, Moo.
Dude, I was like,
I mean, she has another song too with Post Malone. It's a nice.
oh,
Song.
that's a banger, man.
That's
I
a
was
banger.
like,
You saw that one.
dude, I was like, no, because it's the funny thing. I looked at the
Because when I
music
first
video.
heard that Moo song, I was like,
I
hey, the
was
beat's nice. And then when she did the chorus, when she's like, Moo, I'm like, oh, whoa, okay.
I was like, yeah, it's very it's unexpected. Like,
yeah.
it's unexpected. It breaks the norm. I like that I like that she took on that approach. And then when you start
And
to see,
and Doja Cat too is into anime.
yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
I was like, yo.
It's crazy too. Like all these like rap or like all these singers could relate to you as well. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like example, Post Malone, he loves anime, he loves games, you know. Ski Mask into anime games, Juice World
Oh, for real?
anime, yeah. So it's just crazy seeing like this big scene of like anime and gaming to come like from like a singer artist, which you wouldn't even expect.
Yeah, I mean the culture before, back in the day, was like people would shun at the idea of like people liking anime and liking games, and now it's come to the point where like it's heavily it's accepted now.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to worry. Like, gone are the days of hiding your personal interests, like, because everybody can relate to it. Everybody has access to it now. Like, it just gives off a much better aesthetic to it, I guess you will. Or like, you get that sense of community now more than ever.
It's not like how it was before where you're kind of shy towards it like
Yeah.
oh, these guys might think like I'm too nerdy,
Yeah, I was like,
or like a geek.
yeah, because like I remember when I was going through my like, I think post middle school years, like during the first few years of like my high school, I tried to hide the fact that I was.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want people to know that
Yeah.
I was like full on like nerd and stuff. And the only like I was so into Naruto.
Even like my friends that I met throughout the way too. Like I didn't even know they were into anime, which was like, we're like, huh? I'm not the only one, you know.
Oh.
So it's like now it's more like open, you know.
And I like that. I I I think uh I think it's definitely come to the point where like people accept it now more than
What's your thoughts of Attack on Titan?
bro.
Come on, bro.
I have so much to cover on
Yeah,
that.
you and my homie Aaron, if you're still here.
I was like, so the thing was, I tried to do a
Spoiler.
discussion.
I'm just kidding. No.
I tried to do a discussion without trying to spoil as much of the content from Attack on Titans because I finished the manga and also got a chance to read the extended
Yeah, next one.
the alternate ending, and that in itself just made me realize like, oh my god, Isayama is a madman, but he's a good madman for making the ending like that. Because
Yep.
it's like,
I'm just waiting for the finale to come
you
by this December.
have you seen have you seen the actual ending?
Um, I already finished season 4, so there's
Okay.
gonna be another ending to it.
Okay.
So I'm waiting it for next year.
Oh yeah. I like Attack on Titan for a lot of for a lot of reasons because like it kind of has a depiction of the human philosophy of warfare, and as much as it is a very harrowing thought, it also makes you think because one of the quotes that they mentioned in the anime is that as long as humans continue to exist, there will always continue to be war,
True. Yeah.
and it's a it's kind of it's a scary thought to think about like in this day and age because people are fighting for various reasons and even if there are moments of peace there's still there's still going to be fights because everybody shares different viewpoints,
Yeah, different viewpoints.
right, and they will defend the viewpoints to the extent where they would give up their lives to do so.
True. Yeah.
Right, that's one. The philosophy on okay, this is definitely definitely going into spoiler. So if you haven't seen the first part
Yeah.
of the
If
first
any,
part of season
sorry,
4,
chat. But yeah,
uh,
watch Attack on Titan. It's lit.
but Zeke's philosophy on human euthanasia just got me thinking. Like, cause as a precursor to the quote, right? Cause Zeke had this plan where he wanted to he had this plan where he wanted to euthanize humanity.
In a weird kind of way.
Yeah. It's basically like this last generation. Uh, the last generation in Attack on Titans was supposed to be the end of the entire generation as a whole. Like have all the humans die out,
Yeah, true.
and like from there, like all humans would cease to exist. So that in itself would create the peace, right? And it's like if no humans are left on Earth, that means that
I would say the most savage one throughout the whole show would be just Aaron himself.
dude, like I don't even know I don't even know how to go about that, man. That's like like this is one of those moments where it's like uh do you either live long enough to be the hero
Yeah.
or like you die you either die a hero or you live long enough to be a villain. And
Yeah.
Aaron
He
encompasses
sort of wants to do both, but like,
it's kind of funny too because it's like the Crunchyroll Anime Awards last year nominated I think 2 years ago nominated Aaron, no, I think it was last year, they nominated Aaron as best protagonist and
yeah,
best antagonist and I was like
that's the thing that blew me off. I was
oh
just like,
my
well,
what the hell?
Aaron is just something. But
Um,
for sure, I hope this final one would be like the banger, you know?
I do think like once you get to the end, like you're like,
Because I kind of spoiled myself,
oh, you
like
did, okay.
reading the
Oh,
manga.
all right, so
So,
I don't need to worry
but
about that part.
then here I am, just like I just want to see the real finale of this. Just please make it a banger.
I mean, there were a lot of speculations on like what essentially season 4 part 3 was supposed to be. I was
Yeah.
like, I really thought it was gonna finish at season 4 part 2.
In my opinion, season two was ugh. It was all talking. There was less action compared to like season three. You know.
I feel like season uh no, season 2 and season 3 felt much more political than it
I
did.
think it was season no 3. My bad. I think it was 3.
Yeah, season
Oh no, like middle of 3.
yeah, the season 3 part 1 was more political. And
I was
you
like,
get to the
what?
point
What is this?
because it's like originally it's supposed to be humans fighting titans, but now it's
Yeah.
like humans fighting humans,
Yeah.
right?
So
It's like because they had different ideals and different how on how the city should be run, right? And that's where you get to the point where
dude,
like,
but imagine living in that kind of like
in that ecosystem.
yeah,
I mean,
bro.
I like the idea of being able to fight titans, but like your survival rate is
And it's low.
is low, man. It was like, dude, I'm like every person who decides to be a survey corps is pretty much an indispensable character. Or
I'll just be like, I'm not fighting that guy.
but out of all the characters in Attack on Titan, my all-time favorite has got to be Gene.
Ooh.
Gene, man, my God. I don't know. Like at first I didn't like him from
Like
season 1.
fully.
Like
But then
fully, I
once you
think.
understood about him, you're just like, okay, this guy seems pretty badass, you know?
Yeah, that's the
Right?
thing. Like his perspective like changed.
Right?
Like his perspective like changed throughout the entire season. And it's like because originally he wanted to be an officer and he wanted to work in an office job. He didn't
True.
have to worry about
True.
like wanting to get into the front lines, becoming sacrifice. And like
Ooh.
for him like his mindset changed like after he's lost people in his life.
True.
Like I think it definitely made him a worthy character towards the end. Like
It did. It did.
truth,
It really did.
tried and true, man. I'm like, Gene's still my favorite character. If you guys watch Attack on Titan, like what's your guys' favorite character?
Mine would be the I forgot his name, but he's short.
Armin?
No, no,
Uh, Levi.
he's
Oh,
yeah,
Levi. Okay,
bro.
okay.
On God, like I'll get him tatted on me like somewhere in my leg. Like
Levi.
yeah.
God damn.
That guy, he's short, but don't mess with him, you know?
Actually, Attack on Titan cosplay. I don't know if I could pull off Levi. I was like, I was trying to grow out the hair to pull off
You could try getting like a wig or something. I don't
I
know.
was like, yeah, I could. I actually have a bunch of. Oh, yeah, I feel like it could be pulled off.
So
I like
that-
Levi's story.
Someone has a good question right now. What kind of anime world would you guys live in?
Oh,
Okay.
that is actually a really good question.
What kind? Huh?
Oh man,
What kind of world?
I don't know. I can cross off ReZero off my list. It's like
That's pretty hard. I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know if you've seen the slime anime. Um,
Oh, I haven't.
you have not seen it's an isekai anime and like
It's like an anime. I think I
Uh,
may have.
it's about this guy who gets reincarnated into a slime. It's a nice anime.
Oh, okay. That kind of sounds like what's that one called? Oh, I forgot that anime. It's a Japanese one. That insect one or whatever.
Huh?
It's like the insect or like I forgot what is it
An
called.
insect.
Yeah, I forgot what it called. I forgot what anime was it called. Might get canceled here.
Oh, Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I completely outed I completely outed Pokemon. Yeah, I definitely would do Pokemon too. Like,
Pokemon, yeah.
I would definitely like to live the Pokemon life. Oh, yeah. Actually, we'll just go ahead and take a quick break for now. But yeah. With that said, we'll be back soon. For the final few moments of the breakpoint. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Don't touch that dial. We will be back soon. And with that said, let's extend the question: which anime world do you guys want to live in? We'll be back. Which question? Sorry. Red shirt. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. See a red shirt.
Which anime?
All right, ladies and gents, we're gonna come back. In five, four, three, two, and one. Okay. Ladies and gents, pieces of the stream, we are back. Welcome again to the breakpoint. This is your boy, Baka Den, and here we are with Chowder,
Wasabi.
Wasabi. We've definitely covered a lot so far, man. And I'm like, we were just talking about anime worlds, and I completely ruled
All
out.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, the thing was, I completely ruled out. Was it the Pokemon world? I think it would be nice to be. I think it would not be nice to be in the
To
Pokemon.
live there.
Yeah, but the question is like, I don't know. I remember I had a discussion with Ernell about this. Which Pokemon would you eat though?
What?
Yeah. Oh, think
Eat?
about it.
Eat?
Yeah.
I don't
I,
even
I
know.
was like, how else would you survive in eating in the Pokemon world? I was like, The only edible food I know that's out there are berries. But like, if you're supposed to get your if you were to essentially get your meat and your protein,
I would live in the Naruto world, bro. There's good ramen, bro. That's what I would say. There's good ramen.
oh man,
For sure.
the ability to summon though sounds really cool though.
Yeah, it is.
Like
Yeah.
freaking, this is where like you practice your hands.
We're not throwing gang signs, guys. We're doing Naruto stuff.
Ooh. I was like, I remember I was back in the eighth grade, like when some of my friends were into Naruto, they would practice all the hand signs.
Oh.
And, like, it's interesting because in ninjutsu, uh, like the actual ninjutsu, like each hand sign is supposed to represent an animal.
True, true.
So like this, like for example, this would be Inu, which is boar, Uma, which is horse, Ino, which is boar. Um, I think this is Hitsuji, which is sheep.
Just a lot,
I was
man.
like, and then Tori, this is bird. I was like,
Oh wait, speaking of anybody in the chat like watch horror movies? Are you into horror? Anybody?
get me out of the horror category. I cannot.
Oh, you cannot?
I cannot stand
Ah,
horror.
dude.
I was like,
How I fell into like horror films would be like the first Annabelle, and then I started watching all the Conjuring movies. You know, like Conjuring 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also
Jesus Christ, man. I don't know.
also there's another one connecting to Conjuring, which was basically the outline for the whole like Annabelle series would be like the Nun would be the first, of course, and then Annabelle. Then you get Conjuring 1, 2, and then after 2 would be La Llorona.
Rona.
Yeah, Curse of La Llorona. It connects to Conjuring, and then
I thought you
that's
said Curse of Corona. I was like, what?
no La Llorona, bro.
La Llorona.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I actually watched that one. It's a pretty interesting show. It has like good jump scare, but it's not compared to us like Annabelle, The Nun, you know, and all those other ones.
Oh man.
And I recently watched this I think it was either Taiwanese or Chinese horror film, Incantation. I just kept seeing it on TikTok, so I was like, you know,
I was like,
first and last I watched it. It's it's gruesome.
I was like,
First and last.
it's not a gory type of horror, right?
Oh, dude, someone said it.
Dude, it man. Like,
Yo, okay, chat. This is gonna be funny, but I have one friend that hates fucking clowns, or freaking clowns. He hates clowns, and this was in college when it was Halloween theme,
yeah.
and I know who dressed up as a clown, and it's Jarek. It's one of my homeboy Jarek. Shout out to you. So this was, and it was right timing because we had evening class.
Oh, for real?
Dead ass.
On God.
And the right timing was Jarek went to the restroom, but my homie didn't know he was in the restroom. So all he saw was getting out of assault was a clown, and he panicked so much. He called me. He's like, "Bro, come outside." I'm like, "Why? Just come outside." I'm like, "Dude, where you at?" He's like, "I'm in the car." I'm like, why you in the car? And then that's when he explained it to me like there's somebody dressed up as a clown. I was about to beat that person up, or I don't even know. So yeah, clowns could be kind of scary, man.
I mean, I remember when I was in Guam and I was staying in a hotel. Like I just happened to turn on the TV and like it started playing. So I was like, this movie can't be that scary. So I get to the famous scene where like Georgie drops the boat and he meets it for the first time. And I was like, oh, okay, not that bad. And then like freaking like 10 minutes into the movie, like Georgie's arm gets ripped off and like gets sucked into the sewer. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he ate his arm.
That's Georgie's fault. No, I would say the really good classics it would be the old It. The 90s like version.
That was actually
that was more of like sort of like a PG kind of 13, like in a way.
Sort of
In a way.
man just ate his goddamn arm. You can't
No,
tell
but
me
they didn't
like,
show that on film for the '90s version.
They didn't show it in the
No,
new-
they never did.
Did they actually show it in the new version?
Yeah,
What the hell?
where his arm got like chopped off.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the '90s one, like they didn't show like the gore.
Yeah,
Kinda
but
scenes.
but they still showed the blood though.
Did it? There was no blood
No, there was.
in the '90s film.
In the
Or-
90s film, there was blood.
No, there wasn't.
Dude,
The only blood I know was the girl's restroom where.
there was red stuff coming out of his arm.
But they didn't show like. Really?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
I was like, is this a Mandela effect?
Mandela,
type?
bro.
Mandela
Mandela effect, no.
It's Mandela. Mandela is the former president of South Africa.
Yeah, I've heard about theories about that. Yeah,
I was like,
Mandela effect is like it's pretty interesting actually.
so it's kind of funny, like, because people think about like, I think one of the most famous Mandela effects is like, what's the color of Pikachu's tail?
Yo, Chad, don't get me canceled, but I was gonna say like an orangey yellow-ish. Is it like yellow? Just yellow
It's
straight?
just yellow.
But I remember seeing like
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like people thought that Pikachu's like the end of Pikachu's tail was like a brown
Right?
kind of color.
Oh.
It's a brown.
hey, Chad, help me
color.
out here. Back
Because
me
like
up.
if you take a look at the anatomy of Pikachu, right? If you look at his tail, or yeah, his tail. So it's like female Pikachu's tend to have a heart shaped ear.
Oh,
Yeah. So this Pikachu's tail is like you see the brown spot in the back, the brown details in the back. Like most people would think that this portion over here would be the same on the back of his it's either the back of his tail or maybe even his ears. Like, cause his ears are the tips of his ears are black, so people would have thought that like the tip of his tail was black, but apparently it's not. And there's a lot of prime examples of like other instances of the
No, 'cause,
Mandela effect in media.
this is the thing I hate about with the Mandela effect, man. Like, there's some certain objects like you would see at a younger age, and then be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it's because we've been used to it. Like
Yeah.
we were.
Oh, dude, there's just also another Mandela effect, which is these I think it was like an ice cream,
Huh?
and it had like Dora, Boots, all the characters, but there's always one character that they don't make him look like that character,
Huh?
which was SpongeBob. Yeah, like they make him look weird in like some way. And there's one character that they don't have in there too, which was Boots. You'd never see Boots.
For ice cream?
Yeah, it was like this ice cream, like they had like shapes, right, of their faces.
Yeah.
They had all the characters except for Boots. Yeah, bro.
For real?
I'm being serious.
I've never seen that before. I legit have never seen that before. That's interesting.
I thought, yeah, dude. I thought this one would be like brown, kind of in a way.
Sorry, mate.
the
It's
tail.
not. Like I
It's just
wish
full yellow?
I could tell. Like yeah, it's full yellow. Like dude, I tried this out with my students and they were like, Mister, no, it's a black. It's the tip of his tail is black, and I was like, no, guys, it's not. I know. Sorry to burst your bubble, guys, but it's not.
Yeah, I thought it would be like black. Cause I swear to God, I've seen in the end of his tail was like black somewhere.
Well, let's go back into the topic of horror movies though. I actually like I've had a history of horror movies and like I tried to be the guy that was like I thought to myself, if I survive through a horror movie, I'm pretty sure if I get a girlfriend, like I'm brave enough, right? And I was
Oh,
like,
I watch it by myself.
I was like, shit, man. I was like,
Yeah, chat. I watch horror movies by myself.
Why do
I'm
you-
I'm not crazy. I have a third eye. That's why. So.
oh, But anyways, like my exposure to horror movies, I think began when I first watched. We had a movie day like during and this was like the movie day before Christmas break. So like one of my friends popped in Grudge, Grudge 2, and I saw the
Oh, is
trailer.
it like the classic Grudge or like more of the
No,
modern?
not Ju-on as the American rendition of
Oh.
Grudge.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
like I was scarred after I saw like the first few episodes, the first few scenes, the first 30 minutes of Grudge got me thinking like, what the hell am I looking at? I was like the iconic. That was enough to like terrify me throughout the entire Christmas break. Like I kid you not, like I had to have a light with me wherever.
Oh, you.
Like that bad. It was that bad. Like I
God.
was scared, and this was like eighth grade in me, man. I
Oh
was like,
gosh.
and I really thought that by the time I got to high school, my tolerance for horror movies would be
Would be like okay, but
yeah,
no.
because like the next movie I saw after that was oh, what the hell was that? Insidious. Insidious, bro.
Okay, okay. That
That one screwed me over, like without a doubt. That was the one where like
guy with the mashes.
dude, that dude scared
Yo.
the hell out of me. I was in Japanese class when we were watching this,
Yeah.
and like I literally screamed like a girl, like man, like my octave like hit.
When that scene came, because I was with family, I'm like, who's that dude in the back? Is that the devil or something? And they're like,
Dude,
I don't know. Who's
dude, it was so random because like all you hear is like, and
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
And then the wife's just.
no, you know what's the messed up part? Like the messed up part was that the color palette for the scene was like was it was daytime. It was
True,
daytime.
true,
I was like, I never thought I
true.
would get scared at a daytime scene. A
Right?
daytime scene, and I'm like, bruh, dude, like I don't
No,
know.
but like for Insidious, how you have to watch it is actually from 3, and then you go back down to 1.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no, I'm not touching Insidious. Like, especially in the last. Okay, I have to admit I think that was the only scene that scared me because all the other part,
The guy just goes there to the side and like.
all the other scenes, that lead up to the end didn't feel as scary except for the last part.
Oh yeah,
Where like
true,
the guy,
true.
the guy is looking at the camera of this woman.
Oh yeah.
And like she just like calls that
Yeah,
like goes
bro,
straight into the
yeah.
screen. I was like, no, no.
Imagine like watching like horror movies in like 3D. Oh, that's even worse.
I take that back. You know, now that I think about like my exposure to horror, it started all the way back in sixth grade.
Oh.
So, I was my friend, like this was at the time like when my parents like installed the computer, like they bought a computer and we were just messing around. My friend came over to my house to check what's on the internet,
Mm.
and like he showed us this site called S-Fogs.
Okay.
Bro, S-Fogs was one of the scariest sites I've ever seen because like
Is it like relates to horror?
it shows horror videos and horror stories
Oh,
and
okay.
horror pictures. And one of the most disturbing scenes I've ever seen on S-Fogs was like the house. But basically, it shows you a picture of a house. Like it's a picture of a rundown house and it looks normal. And then
There's something connected. Like there's something in the picture that you won't notice.
yeah, you won't notice. But
Until you look hard, or.
no. Like the instructions tell you like focus on the blue mattress. I was like, why do I focus on the blue mattress? Well, I had to stare at the blue mattress for like a good 10 seconds. All of a sudden, straight from the background, you see a ghost running up towards the
Oh.
screen. And I was like, that was scary. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. Like you actually saw the ghost like run up to the screen. Like and I was like, I thought I was the only one that thought. I literally was like, I got scared to the point I ran outside and like I tried to collect myself. And like at that point I was like,
Nah, this is not it. This is not
no,
it for me.
I was not about it, man. I was like, I was scared for my life, man. I was like, I legit thought I saw a ghost, man. Like I thought, I'm telling you, man. I don't have a great experience with horror. Like,
I don't know, dude. Like horror movies just seem to like interest me. You know, like people think I'm crazy about it, but nah.
what's your thoughts on like gory stuff?
Gory
Like,
stuff.
uh,
Like
Texas Chainsaw
yo,
Massacre.
dude. The one I hate the most is The Hills Have Eyes
Oh,
or Wrong Turn, bro.
is that more of a? I always thought The Hills Have Eyes was more of a.
It connects to Wrong Turn actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I th-
because you know the guys that kill just, like normal people.
oh,
They're
this is
kind of
so this
part
is a
of the
slasher.
radiation.
This
Yeah,
is a slasher film.
yeah.
Okay.
No, but it's like a family where
Mm.
they were like part of this project, and then they got radiated, so they kind of look weird, and then they became like cannibals.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh. That reminds me of this other indie film I saw recently. I saw it's called Inbred.
right.
Yeah. So
Inbred.
so basically, there's this family who's inbred. So like some Alabama type
Oh, okay, okay,
some Alabama type shit.
okay.
I was like, this new family comes along and they come across this inbred community. But what they don't know is that
Like they.
they kill newcomers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. But they kill them in the most gruesome
Gruesome
way.
way.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
Resident Evil 5 type of.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean, right?
God.
Like Resident Evil 5 Homecoming, man. That's basically how like likened, man.
Oh,
I'm like,
ugh.
oh, But
I don't
it's
want to be
that
part of that community.
it's that level of gruesome. I think though, like
But there's some like in horror films and like gory films where some characters just like make me mad. Instead of going to the safer way, they go to the dumber way. Like, well, what are you doing?
bro, like I think Freddy versus Jason was one of them.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was like I was
that's a
like
good classic, yeah.
I was like common sense just like goes out of the way. Like in a horror film, like, you're like sometimes you're like go the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, Saw, Saw, the Saw series.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah, yeah, that's good classic
so
too.
I watched. So during 10th grade, in the 10th grade, I watched uh in the movie, like I saw Saw. Wow.
You watched Saw.
I watched Saw. I saw Saw. I saw Saw. I saw Saw. Okay. I watched Saw, right? And the thing was like we're talking about levels of stupidity. Like there was this one scene where like in Saw 2, like they were supposed to play they did this thing where they played needle in the haystack. 'Cause
Oh,
they were trying to look for a key,
oh yeah.
but they had to do it in a pit which had needles. Like no, here's the thing. Oh no, they're not needles, they're syringes.
Oh,
Bro, and like what happened was like there's the guy panicked and he didn't know what because they came in a group and the guy panicked
yeah.
because he didn't know how to he didn't know how they were going to they were going to recover. This guy took one of the girls and just like threw her into the pit like immediately and like so like you see the scene as like she's covered in like she's stabbed with syringes and I'm like bro no I was like
Hey, you gotta play it smart.
I feel sorry for the guy like in the first part of Saw 2 because like the guy was curious, right? Like, so what he did was like he saw a hole and decided to
Oh yeah,
he,
peek it, yeah.
he decided to peek at that hole only to be shot.
Mhm.
And I'm like, bro, you don't do that. I feel like when you watch Saw 2, there's a like there's definitely a lot of stupid people.
Yeah, there was, bro.
I was like. one of the like I think one of the most gruesome scenes I've seen was uh the you know that scene where the lady tries to grab the key, but like the thing is like
Oh yeah.
there's blades.
Yeah.
So like as she goes
Yeah.
inside, she tries
Yeah.
to grab the key and like she's trying to get out, but she can't because the blades are stuck on her arm.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know how that feeling is like, uh, go to McDonald's, order get a drink, and then put like take out the straw, dump put your finger inside that inside the lid, and then you try to take that out. That's basically how it feels
Oh
like.
god.
And I was like, bro, I feel like no, I feel like there could have been some common sense in that scene though, because it's like I think what she could have done is she could have like I feel like if she went slowly,
Yeah.
like
I think she was just rushing it.
yeah, she
Yeah.
rushed through the whole thing and she like lost her arms in the process. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't like. I didn't like. I don't like gore, and yet I watched all 6 movies.
Oh.
And like and then I only found out there's a Saw 7, and then there's a sequel like
Yeah, yeah.
there's a spin-off of the Saw series, and it's interesting because it has Jordan Peele. It features Jordan Peele,
Oh well, yeah.
and it's interesting because Jordan Peele, like, you would think because you think of Key and Peele, you think of him as a comedian. Yeah, he does a lot of he directs horror
Yeah,
movies.
dude. His new horror one's coming out actually too.
No, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called No. As
So
in No.
they said it's gonna be pretty good. So
I
hoping
hear
to see
No
that.
is supposed to be the spin-off from Get Out,
I think so.
or like
Yeah.
it's a sequel to Get Out.
Yeah. What other movies did he produce again? Or
I forget. But yeah, he really had a thing for he really did have a
I
thing.
thought he'd be just a comedian guy, but I didn't know he wrote like horror movies too
Yeah.
and directed some. So I'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
this is interesting.
it's like when we mentioned about how like uh it's like how we mentioned about how Jim Carrey
Yeah,
also
that one. Yeah.
like,
Okay,
goes
yeah.
from comedian to
The
like
lyrics right there.
I forgot it's still there. Color me stupid, but I didn't realize it was still there. I think though, like in terms of like horror movies, there's another one. It's funny though because like when you look at the aesthetic, you wouldn't expect it to be a horror movie until you watch it.
Yeah, you like your
And the movie I'm talking about here is Midsummer.
summer.
You ever heard of Midsummer?
I think so.
So Midsummer Midsummer storyline is very interesting because it takes place in Sweden,
Hmm.
and so they have a special festival called Midsummer. The main character decides to go on a trip after going through several. So basically, she goes through several hardships.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
So her mother passed.
that's
No,
worse.
her sister passed away, and like uh her boyfriend follows her, but she doesn't know her boyfriend's cheating. Her boyfriend's planning to break up with her,
Oh, okay.
and so like
That's a wrong move.
yeah. And it's interesting because like if you look at like search up Midsummer, like the movie. Like if you look at like the color palette or the design, right? Because when you think of horror movies, you basically think of dark, grimy.
Was this the cult?
Hmm?
Like a cult movie?
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember.
It was a cult
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Dude, it features some of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
I'm about to watch this too, probably.
Dude, I'm like,
later.
I feel like we'll have another discussion, but like, see,
Nice.
see that movie was enough to like terrify the hell out of anybody who thought that Midsummer who thought that like
Yeah, looking
bright
at the
colors
thing,
made-
it don't even look like it's a horror movie
yeah, it
itself.
does. Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't look like it doesn't
But
look
why is she
like
crying? Maybe you
Oh,
just need to
man.
watch it, dude.
Dude,
I'll probably watch this when I get home for sure.
it's weird.
I'll tell you what I feel about it.
Yeah, I was like you're probably gonna text me like at 3 in the morning. It's like, bro, what the fuck am I watching, man?
Whoa, look what you made me do.
Like, look what you made me do.
I can't sleep anymore.
No, I think it'll be able to survive. Don't worry. But like after that, like watch like video analysis on like on
Oh, like explains
admin
about
stuff.
it.
Yeah, dude, like the psychology behind it was just downright out of this world type shit.
I'll probably watch it. Yeah, like explanation of about that movie after I watch it.
Creepy stuff. Creepy videos have also been something that I don't. I am highly uncomfortable
Oh,
with.
okay, yeah.
Like, so there was a there was this YouTube channel I saw called Nexpo, and they did a video analysis on this channel called, what was it, Local 46.
Okay.
Yeah, so Local 46 was was an interesting twist because the way they designed it is it's supposed to be a channel, but like it's subliminal as fuck.
Oh.
Like to the point where like if you watch it, like when I saw the first few clips from Channel 48, like you think it looks like a normal. I can't remember if it's Channel 46 or local. It's called Local 46 or Channel 56.
Okay.
So it shows you like a lineup of like what's on the program
At this time.
at this time.
Yeah, time frame. Yeah.
Yeah. And like you look at the first part, it shows like the American flag, and then like doing your duty and how it's important to do your duty. And they're like, I want you to like literally they say like I want you to go grab the nearest shotgun and shoot yourself for your country. And I'm like, what the
Well, where's this on YouTube or is this is like
do this
what?
on YouTube,
What
man.
the?
No. Like it's like I said, look at Local 50. I think it's called Local 56 or Channel 56.
Why did YouTube not take it down or something?
No, because this is not the actual, like they did, like this channel did an analysis on it, like a video analysis or like a video summary of what it is. Game theory no, film theory actually did.
Grab a shotgun or something.
Dude, film theory also covered this topic, and man, like I'm telling you, man, this is some abnormal type of content, man. I'm like,
It's probably a cult channel, you know.
yeah, it definitely gives off it definitely gives
it gives that vibe, huh?
it gives it off, and like the longer you watch it, the more it gets disturbing because you get to the point where you see stuff like shadowy figures appear out of nowhere.
What the?
Dude, man, I was like, you like if you're into horror, like this is something that you might.
I'll probably check that out. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it's like
sure.
Local 56. Like I'm pretty sure
I'll probably check that
if we see it out at each other in Garfat, we're like, bro, I gotta tell you,
yeah,
like, dude,
bro.
this is some weird stuff.
Bro, what did you make me watch now?
I was like, there's another one. Dude, I don't know. It's hella weird. Like I kid you not. Like after
Oh, it's Local 58.
Local 58.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one, right?
Yeah, dude, that's
Oh,
bro.
Local 58, the broadcast station that manipulates. What the?
Bro. Yeah, that's the.
How many? Oh my G. I'll probably check this later.
Dude. I was like, good luck sleeping tonight. Local 58 is downright
It's like a really
it's
chilling or like thriller.
it's
Kinda
disturbing.
disturbing
Man.
channel.
Like
my bad.
it's a legit full on channel that exists like with it
How come YouTube doesn't take it down? Do they watch these guys stuff or?
Well, the thing was like local 58 didn't Local 58 was actually an old school channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it was legit an old school channel. On the way it presented itself, like you could tell like it's like recorded off of it looks like it was recorded off of a VCR. But like
Yeah.
the more you look into it, it's just like
I would say like seeing recordings from VCR gives you that like kind of creepy vibe, you know?
oh, without a doubt, like
Yeah.
it just feels off, and like the more you see the VCR static, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, that thing
Like
like
yeah, you're like that
oh
happened on my birthday or
um
is the camera glitching out, you know?
oh dude, that reminds me of something that they showed on Adult Swim called was it Don't Look? No, it's not Don't Look Up. I forgot. But basically,
Adult Swim.
I think it was Come Check It Out.
Mm.
I think it was called Come Check It Out. So basically, this was another scary incident where like so it's filmed through a surveillance camera, and so like uh so the way it's set up is like there's surveillance cameras like you're looking through basically the surveillance camera screen and everything looks normal, and then
Does
all of a,
does the camera like glitch out
there's
for
parts where the camera
okay.
there's parts where the
Okay.
cameras glitch out,
Okay.
and there's parts where like a person's like sinking into the ground kind
What
of
the
dude. And it's funny because you get Easter eggs where like if you like it sends you to a link and you check it out, it shows you extra clips of like what's going on,
Oh.
and it's like, bro, what the this like I'm telling you, man, Adult Swim has like Adult Swim has those moments where like if you stay up late enough, you're either watching anime or you're watching some disturbing shit.
That's what I would say too. Adult Swim is just
Either or, man. It's like I remember waking up like when I was when I was in a hotel in Hawaii, like I had Adult Swim on, and like I was watching Family Guy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fall asleep, and then I wake up. There's anime. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I wake up. I'm like, I see claymations and like disturbing shadowy figures appear in the middle of the night. I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not sleeping at this point. I'm sleep. I was like, I laid there on the bed
Nah, I'm gonna
with the
stay up.
lights on.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
stay
bro,
up.
I can't.
Ain't no way you're gonna see me sleep tonight.
Yeah, I was like, what is sleep? So I was like, I stayed awake until like 12 noon,
Oh
and I
god.
slept at I legit like just slept at the airport right then and there, cause like, bro, it's this like it has a way of it has a way of disturbing.
Honestly, like that's like I don't know if you could call it a phobia, but I don't like videos like that, you know? Like
Mm.
camera glitches and stuff.
Dude, yeah, like when you hear okay.
If I ever see a camera glitch, I'll be like, no, I'm out.
It's funny though, cause I'm actually scared of answering machines.
Oh, dude,
Right?
bro,
I like ever since
bro.
ever since I was a kid.
Yo, so get this. This was like way back, I think high school year. Someone left me a voicemail, but all I heard was like them like breathing hard, like, like who's this?
Like automated the sound of the automated teller machine, or like the sound of like please leave your message
Yeah,
after the tone.
dude.
I'm gonna be I'm like your anxiety kicks on a whole different
Yeah.
level. Like I kid you not, I get terrified. Like I hate to say this, but I get terrified when I hear when I call somebody and I hear, we're sorry, the number you have
Yeah,
uh
bro.
I was like, the number you have called, it cannot be answered at this time.
That's
Please
why,
try
like me,
again.
I just wait for like 3 rings and I'll be like, oh, they're busy.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I do not
I
want to
don't
hear.
hear that
I do
voice.
not want to hear the voice. I was like, please leave your message after the tone.
But it's
Beep.
crazy though, like how they could put that voice, like, right, like for phone calls.
Yeah,
Do you think like someone's doing it on the other side? You know, like,
bro. Yo.
hey, nobody call my phone. I swear to God, I'll hunt everybody if you down. Oh God,
Bro.
yo.
Dude,
Like, oh, bro, that really mind fucked me, bro. Like thinking of it, like what if someone was on the other?
like actually like responding to
Like
that.
how would they do the beep? Like they gotta press a button, you know? Yo, this is trippy.
I was like, it's weird. Like I didn't think like of all the things I would be scared of, it would be the answering machine.
I'd say yeah, that one's pretty.
Answering machines? Like I thought it was the only one that had that fear. To be honest.
Also, the scary one to me would be like, you know, those tape recorders, and then you replay it back, and then it makes that like squeaking noise.
Oh, it's
Yo. What if
like
like you hear something in the background?
actually that reminds me of like when I was on YouTube and one of my neighbors like told me, "Hey, why don't you hear the Barney song backwards?" And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, there's actually some songs like that relate to like satanic cult when you play it backwards. So it's just like crazy.
I think one of the perfect
It's
examples would be if like one of the controversies here was like if you listen to Stairway to Heaven and you listen to it backwards.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Dude, man, that was wild though.
Also like
Cause it's like it's supposed to be Stairway to Heaven, and then all you hear is like
like a
demonic
demonic
stuff.
like background, bro. Like
I was like,
no,
yep,
I'm not messing with this.
yep. I think this is where the devil's toilet is, man. It kind of sounds like it. It's like it sounds like it was recorded off of a bathroom. It's like when you hear
Right? Yeah.
if you hear it backwards, it's
Yeah. Or like a janky recorder, you know? Like it wasn't properly set up or something like that.
just God. I was like, man, maybe I should have saved that podcast option for like when we got to Halloween, man. I was
Oh,
like,
dude. Halloween
but
would be,
we're
Halloween podcast would be lit though.
A Halloween podcast would definitely.
There's also one thing that scares me too, bro.
Which
Which
is
is the you know those
which is
you know those disc players back then in the 90s?
you
Where
mean like the laser discs?
yeah, and then where it scratches.
Oh,
Bro.
that
No, because imagine a lady singing in the background, then her voice just changed to like, like.
I was like, where?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that scares me, bro. I imagine you listening to nice tune and then you hear in the background like her voice change something, you know?
Man. I feel like this is definitely something I would like to discuss for the next
Bro, same.
the next chat for the next podcast. But like the thing was like there's a I'll probably cover the bare minimum for this one. Like there's a 6 hour album called Everywhere and Everywhere at the End of Time.
6 hours.
Dude, it's legit 6 hours. It's 6 hours. And I was trying to figure out for the life of me, why the hell is it 6 hours? Again, I found it from a YouTube analysis video, like on a breakdown. So like, it's interesting because anywhere at the end of time, takes you through the life of an old man, right? And so like,
Who's the artist?
I forgot who the artist was, but like,
Is it like a man?
I think it was a man, yeah. But like, if you look if oh no, it's one album, but it has 6 different discs,
Oh.
and each of them represent a different artwork. And the crazy part about it is that the more you get into the song, the more the album cover becomes a lot darker, or like to the point where like you can barely recognize the image anymore.
Oh God.
Dude, it's like, and so like, if you thought that was disturbing, like even as you listen through the song, it's like you. So imagine listening to like music from the 1920s, you know, like trumpets and uh drums and like like slow swing music, like the sweet time melody themes you would hear from like wartime music, right?
Yeah.
And so like it goes into that kind of beat. There's no lyrics, by the way.
Mhm.
There's no lyrics. But as you delve into the song, it starts to get much more like the sounds start to be a lot more slower.
Oh,
or
okay.
it starts to become slower.
Okay.
And on top of that, as you continue to go, like especially if you get to part 4 or 5, you start to hear
Like something's in the
this,
background, like
dude,
disturbing
dude,
noises.
it's just straight up distorted noise. It doesn't become a song anymore.
What the?
It's just straight up distorted noise. And like by the time you get to part 6 is like you
Oh,
hear
that's it.
you hear a crash, and like at the end of the song you hear choir music.
What the?
Yeah. So basically,
I gotta check this one out.
yeah.
Actually. I
So
would want to check this
so
one out.
the thing about it is like this album was actually supposed to represent an old man who was going through dementia.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
So like, and it kind of paints that picture where like
Yeah, okay, I
he's
get it
very
now. Yeah.
like part one and
Yeah,
part
I
two
get
is
it. I
like
get
he's
it.
much more nostalgic. Part
I
three
get
and
it.
four he's starting to forget his memory.
Oh.
He's starting to forget what he remembers, and then by the end of it all, you hear the choir music, his funeral music.
Oh shit.
I was like, if you can like
That's pretty interesting.
like
I gotta find this one
uh,
actually.
I
I'll
think
probably research this.
everywhere at the end of time.
Everywhere at the end of time. Okay.
I think it's anywhere at the end of the time. I'm trying to remember because Marvel just came out with a movie called Anywhere Every, not to be confused with the Marvel movie that came out recently, which was Anywhere Everywhere.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that one.
Wait, I think it uh Everywhere. Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. No, every everything at the end of time. Oh, yeah, everything at the end of time. That's basically. Oh, it's everywhere at the end.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere at the end of time.
Everywhere at the end of time.
So it was produced by an artist named Leland Kirby. Oh, musical genius.
Okay.
Very interesting. And I think with on that note, I think this is a good time for us to come to a close. Um, I know, dude. I didn't think we would end it off like this.
Yeah, man.
But I'll tell you, man. Like, if you get a chance, go check out. If you're brave enough, go listen to everywhere at the end of time. Like, it's an interesting take on life. Going through. But in any case,
Everywhere at the end of time. Okay.
everywhere at the end of time. It's funny because I was playing the song in the classroom.
Who sang it? Caretaker? The caretaker?
Oh, Leyland Kirby. There's no singing.
Oh, it's just sounds.
Just sound.
What the?
Just sounds.
This
And
is
that's
gonna
what,
be my new playlist. Chat.
that's like you're gonna jam that in the car. You're on full blast. You're on full blast on like part 4. And like that's all you hear. Bro. You can definitely feel it. So, anyways, that's gonna conclude our podcast tonight. Thank you guys again for tuning in. You guys have been amazing, and I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. If you guys have it, if you guys get the chance, don't forget to check out don't forget to check out the Discord page if you guys want to hang out with some of the peeps here on stream, as well as socials. You can find me on Bakaden if you guys want to check out the full replay of the Breakpoint. Where's the? Anyways, you guys have been amazing, and I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. If you guys could please so kindly join me for the raid. Tonight we're gonna find somebody to raid. With that said, we're gonna end the stream pretty soon. But with that said, yeah, is there anything you want to mention to our peeps here on the stream?
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast tonight. And also, I stream, guys. Follow me on Twitch.
Yeah, so
Chowder670.
so if you guys want to follow him on Twitch, that's Chowder670. I'm gonna send it here. If you guys want to check out some of his content, I highly recommend checking him out. You guys have been
If
amazing.
you guys like people that rage in a funny way, that's me.
Anyways, you guys have been amazing. I hope you guys continue to stay amazing. And as always, stay groovy, y'all.
Stay groovy, guys.
Peace out.
Peace.
Till the next stream, guys.
Oh my gosh, Baka, wow, you came in at the worst timing.